welcome, friends of every shape, color, and creed. How you doing? It's Friends Day Wednesday here on Truck.Community. Wait, I did it right. That's the actual one. It's the real thing that it's called. Oh no, I feel like my cred is gone. I'm Christy, and we're gonna play some tabletop games. We're finishing up our Dusk City Outlaw games, a game of which I am GM. I am joined by my wife Katie.
What's up?
Would you do me a solid and run down your character real quick?
All right. I am Astaroth Pygmalion. I am a blue macaw with big yellow breasts. Just gonna let that hang. Like my breasts. Also, I am the owner of a casino, which is a front for another more illegal casino, and I'm very good at getting people to do what I want them to.
All right. I'm also joined by Mox.
Hi. Let me see. Who am I playing? It's
It's been
only
a
been a week.
whole
This
week.
a
It's
whole week.
been 1 week.
There it is. I play Galaxy Jackson. They're a humble hot dog vendor by day, and then they do a bunch of crime at night. And they have two babies, or a dog and a cat. Crime and punishment. Punishment's the dachshund, the baby. And then crime is also the other baby. Yes, the puppy. And then crime is the kitty.
The kitty puppy.
Yes, exactly. And I don't know anything about subtlety, and it's fine.
Surprisingly, my character, who is loud and boisterous and colorful and owns a casino, is the only subtle one.
And we also have Xenon.
Hello. Yep.
You wanna run down Orchid a little bit, or are you?
Yep. So, I play Orchid Rose, and she runs the potions and more shop, and the more is in quotation marks. That's important to mention. And she does the death stuff. I forgot what that was called.
She opens the bodies.
She makes the bodies go big.
She unlocks all the corpses.
Yes, that is what she does. That's the canon.
You're an alchemist, but also you unlock the bodies.
An embalmerist.
Also, the more in quotation marks actually stands for more potions.
And we're doing crimes. These three have been set to steal a necklace from a funeral. You were getting pretty far into that plan. We left off on the last part of this day cycle.
Dawn of the final day.
Nah, there's another day. Well, this is the dawn of the second day, and then the third day is.
I thought we did the second day.
This is what I had saved, and I saved it at the end of the last stream.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to do. We have like two other sets of things to do before we can crime good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're on the last legwork scene of this day, and we're doing that because last stream we did the first two parts of this legwork, which was Orchid making a night potion, and Astaroth putting a hot dog to their ear and getting and forging a document.
Not just putting, slamming.
Speaking of slamming a hot dog to your ears, it occurred to me.
I just got disconnected from the,
Same.
From the game?
Uh-huh.
Are we disconnected from the stream?
Oh yeah. Also, I was also disconnected from the game.
That was weird.
I was opening shit, so I didn't see.
Huh, that's super weird.
Well, you know what we gotta do? We gotta reconnect. 1 second. Did you accidentally ban everyone?
Hi, Bad Road. I didn't. I don't know how I would have done that.
I think I just got bans from the IRC channel.
Just a sec. No, there's stuff going on in the,
No, I was definitely banned from their IRC channel for some reason.
Huh.
Huh. There is,
Makes you think.
stuff going on in the global chat.
I can't see that because I'm banned.
Oh, I just clicked over to the global chat for some goddamn reason, and yes,
there is stuff going on, and I think they accidentally banned some wrong people.
yeah. Are you
There's a link here that says why I was banned, but I can't click it or copy it because it's in the game.
are you
They didn't plan ahead for that, did they?
are you banned or
I'm banned from the chat, the IRC. I'm gonna see if I'm banned from your actual.
Yeah, I was about to say if you can get into the game like where you don't need to chat, we're chatting here. Nope, I've also been disconnected.
From the game or what?
This is a big problem going on with Tabletop
Oh
Simulator.
yeah,
This
yeah,
is
I
not
can
on
see it in
our
the thing.
end.
Yeah.
All right, so where's your
Lots of
server?
people getting banned.
Okay, so I'm gonna remake a game. Pretend that happened the way it happened.
Y'all think someone got admin that shouldn't have gotten admin?
I think someone got admin that
yes.
shouldn't have gotten admin. Yes, I was able to remake the.
And this is why we shouldn't have to deal with connection to their end to make a damn server.
Yep. I remade the room. So anyway, yes, hi Bad Road. Can you do me a favor and tell me if there are audio problems happening because my aux levels keep jumping up and down for some reason?
Alright, I managed to get back in the room.
I see you.
I don't see the room, but okay.
Hit the refresh button at the upper right.
There we go. Okay.
It does not update automatically, except sometimes it does. There doesn't seem to be any real pattern to it. We knew this thing was going to be janky going in, so I'm not too perturbed.
Am I banned from the game chat too?
You could try.
I sent something.
It looks like you're. Yeah, I can see it. It looks like you're fine.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
banned
looks
from
like
the other
we're
one.
okay. I am not banned from Global anymore. The thing that said I was banned disappeared after a few seconds. So whoever banned me then unbanned me.
I typed test into the global chat to see how banned I was, and I got the achievement be social.
You don't need to be social with the people in
any global chat anywhere.
I hear everyone. You're all approximately the same volume. Any other problems I probably won't notice. All right. Well, that's the best we can hope for. We're all audible at least, and if there's more problems, then yeah, we'll deal with that.
Absolutely.
So, I wanted to talk real quick about the legwork, the last legwork scene you did, which was you went to a pottery barn and tried to get a meeting with Ron Golem, I think I called him, as a means to grab some paperwork that you shouldn't have, so you could forge a document.
Yeah.
So if you'll remember, that adventure ended with Crime, Galaxy's cat, knocking over a giant pile of papers. You, Astaroth, sticking a hot dog to your face.
Slamming, thank you.
Slamming a hot dog to your face, saying, "Oh, we must leave now."
What's that, an emergency?
And then both of you running away. And the thing about that is that I think that just generates heat for you because that's some text mess.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't think it was going to end not poorly.
So I'm going to throw a couple of heat onto the pile.
Sounds good to me.
I didn't think about it at the time because I was so bemused.
It was right at the end.
Yeah, we were all tired, I think. So that's that. This is the last legwork scene we have on this day is going to be with Galaxy. What do you want to do?
I wasn't sure which day we were going to do which thing, but I know we were supposed to collect a claw shrimp somehow, and then also tail the murderous horse the bounty hunter, and see if she had any weaknesses.
Horse the bounty hunter, right. Which of those would you rather do?
Do we still have time to do more afterwards, or is it just this last one?
So this is the last legwork scene on the day, so you can do one of those, and then this day is going away. Then you have another night where you can do another 3 legwork scenes,
Okay.
and then you have to get to.
Oh, that's why we're on the second day, because there was one more scene left in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we can't do both, you're saying?
No, we can. We have another
Oh, we can.
day.
We just have to do it on the. Okay, so.
What?
There were some noise. There were some not great noises over here.
Okay.
Yeah, some stuff just went down. Let's talk about which one of these things you want to do. You want to. I'm going to tell you that you're not going to get a claw shrimp.
Aw.
I'm fine with you trying to find some sort of like aquatic mammal to go like to turn into a getaway vehicle. That's fine. Claw shrimps are just too dangerous, and to get one is like expensive and a real fucking problem.
Okay.
There's also
cool.
like not a guarantee it won't murder you as it goes to the thing, and I think you're
Theoretically.
yeah, I think that's not what you want.
Okay, can we get a claw dolphin or a claw whale of some sort? Claw killer whale.
You can get a claw dolphin.
A claw beluga.
I think a beluga killer whale would be too big. I think you're going to be noticed if you try and get off the tomb island with a claw killer whale.
What if it's a baby beluga?
I think then it won't take your commands quite as well. And
A puppy killer whale.
A puppy killer whale. All killer whales are puppy deep down.
I have forgotten. We got off topic. Okay.
Yeah, which
dolphin? Dolphin, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, a claw dolphin.
You could find a claw dolphin if you want a claw dolphin.
Okay, so we're going. Oh yeah, now I remember. We were supposed to. Astaroth, I think you were coming with me to go get the thing because you talk good, and we need it because otherwise I think it'll go very, very badly very quickly.
That's a great idea. As the only person I think with talk skills available to you, Astaroth would be great to take with you. She's laughing. You can't hear her because she hasn't turned her mic back on yet.
Orchid, you can also come with us. I think I don't. I was trying to figure out. I was trying to remember where you were conspicuous at, and then I just also remembered that your card is like right here. So hold on 1 second. That would be at the docks, right?
To get an aquatic mammal, yeah, probably near the docks.
Alright, so the noise was Gaston stepping on Risby while Risby was deep asleep and dreaming. And then both of them getting scared and running to opposite ends of the room.
Oh god. Oh no. Puppy. Oh.
Okay, so the docks.
The docks.
The dogs.
The dogs.
The dogs. The dogs. Oh, that's where my cart is. That's where Dining Dock is. And also I should have like people and stuff. All right.
Around you probably know the place. You're also conspicuous.
Yeah, that's why it makes for good business for selling hot dogs.
Yeah,
that's true. People notice you.
I'm gonna say that in this particular case, you're not conspicuous because you're like dressed like the mummer is dressed here, but just because everyone knows Dine and Docks.
Yeah, I sell hot dogs to the incoming sailors, and they spread my hot dog evangelist word out through the open sea.
They spread the they spread the hot dogs. They just throw them into the ocean.
Yeah.
They spread them out throughout the world.
Yeah.
For the animals, like the animals know my hot dogs.
Listen, you have to appease Poseidon when you go out on a boating trip. Everyone knows that, and your hot dogs are a fine way to do that because they're cheap and also probably meat.
I'm gonna go with definitely meat.
They're definitely meat.
I didn't say which kind of meat, but they're definitely meat.
They're probably definitely meat.
Oh god, that's a good question. No, we don't want to start that argument again.
We don't want to go deep into that paint. So
let's not.
Yeah. So who's going with you? Actually, let's look at the. I'm sorry. I'm gonna flip your trainer card over very quickly.
Okay.
So we can have a look at the blue segment down here. Describe one thing you want to get out of the scene. What you're trying to get out of the scene is a claw dolphin, which I guess we've decided is a thing. One that's like come a little pre-trained, so you can tell it what to do and it's gonna be fine.
Yep.
The place you're going to get it is some sort of claw dolphin marquetry on the docks.
Like transportation service?
Claw
Dolphins are us.
Dave's waves.
Dave's.
Hey, would it
No,
be
I
cool
like-
if I use the bathroom real quick?
Do you plan on coming along on this thing?
Not if I'm using the bathroom.
Okay, then yeah, you can head off. It'll be fine.
I'll be really quick.
Where's actually
Oh,
the claw dolphin's
she
claw
is.
on the tail?
And the nose.
Oh, good, because I thought you were going to give the dolphin human hands for a second. I was just kind of like, well,
I was thinking the tail, the nose, the fins, the blowhole,
No.
basically everywhere.
No, that's a claw shrimp. What you're describing,
no.
it's claws everywhere. This is less claws.
No.
This is something you can
No.
actually use.
Ah,
oh god,
okay.
Orchid is conspicuous on the docks regardless, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, sort of both
So
of you.
yeah,
So.
Well, not me. Just friend. Just fancy friend.
No, you're also there.
Oh,
people are
conspicuous.
definitely gonna notice you, especially away from your cart.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
You're going to go to a place where you're well known in the first place and say, "Hi, can I rent a dolphin?" Which I'm going to say this is a transportation thing that you can just get water transportation because it's easier sometimes than going across the city if you're going from one place on the coast to another place on the coast. Like a water taxi, only it's got fins. So you're going to Dave's Waves to try and rent a claw boat. How do you approach Dave's Waves?
Normally, very, very normally, but also with hot dog. No, that is normal with hot dogs in hand.
Sure.
And the babies are out. They're just kind of out and about, just enjoying the sights and the smells and the stuff.
They're just kind of frolicking around your legs.
They're frolicking. That's exactly what they're doing.
Okay, wonderful. So you walk up to Dave's Waves in all your behot-dogged glory. And Dave, who, thanks to my random animals button, I've decided is a blue crab, just like snaps one claw from behind the thing. It's like, "Hey, Galaxy, how you doing?" Hang on, I needed to settle on this voice. I went to like 3 different places, and I didn't even come back with a pack of gum. "Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. What brings you to Dave?"
Oh my god.
Kind of sounds like Dana Carvey in that Saturday Night Live skit about the copier.
That is Ron Jeremy.
We both got the name wrong.
Yes.
It's Adam Sandler's
It's Rob
friend,
Schneider.
right? Rob Schneider,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's Adam Sandler's friend. He doesn't have a name.
I want you to know that I've already forgotten my character voice, so it's a good thing that you've given me.
Don't worry about it.
It's vaguely Slavic. I've been stuck in whatever this is for the past 3 days, and it's been miserable. So Dave, my beautiful friend, I would like. Wait. Do you have any dolphins, like the special kind of dolphins? I want to take a trip.
How special are you looking?
The kind of.
That sounded sexual.
He's trying to determine whether it's sexual.
Oh wait, no! Oh god. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. That's wrong. I shouldn't have done that. That didn't happen. The thing I just said.
Oh god. The kind of special that has claws in a variety of places.
Oh,
Or perhaps only one place. One very special place.
you want?
Oh no!
You're not
no
making
way.
it better. Oh, you want? We're just gonna plow right over that because I am used to how you are.
I
You want
meant
a
the tail.
you
I
want
meant the
you
tail.
wanted a claw dolphin.
Yes, my friend.
Yeah, we got claw dolphins.
Oh, all right.
Can't get
All
enough
right.
of the buggers.
And how
Good with
much would one of
kids.
those? Good with kids. And how much would one of those run me?
I don't know, an amount of money that I haven't decided upon because the judge's manual is unclear about denominations of currency.
So are we talking expensive or middling?
I mean, how long you need it?
I looked at Astaroth. How long do
Oh,
we
I'm
need?
here.
Yeah, you
I
are.
thought you were. If you don't want to be, you don't have to be.
Yeah, you don't
I
have to be.
wasn't clear on it. Oh well, we really only need it for one day.
I mean, a claw shrimp rental for a whole day? That'll be...
See, you said claw shrimp,
Did
and we have it now.
I knew it. I knew they were keeping claw shrimps around here.
Listen, don't be hassling me about the claw shrimp, and I won't hassle you about where you get your probably meat.
You know, that's very fair. That's very. We can talk about that later.
Right, so a claw shrimp is gonna, for a whole day, is gonna be pretty middling.
We can handle middling, can't we?
Well, honestly, money's not really an object for Astaroth.
Yeah.
So really, yeah, that should be fine. I could try and convince him to go lower, but because there's not specific currency denomination in this game, there's not really much point.
I'm like, yeah. Do you want to go slightly lower at a compromise price for compromise situations?
Oh, you don't want to be haggling with me, friend, because you know what I want from you.
It's hot dogs, isn't it?
It usually is hot dogs, yes.
No, you got that great beefy mutt next to you. I need someone to be working on the docks with me. You know, wrangling these animals is a hard job.
Wait, the wiener dog?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like the size of my forearm.
He's very good. He's very trained. Have you not seen him? He herds
What work could he
marine
possibly do on a dock?
raising the riggings, defending against rogue pirates.
We've decided, for people who don't have access to our Discord, that dachshunds are called that because they work on the docks. That they do all sorts of rope-related work,
They're
and also
I
are
must have
attack-
missed that part.
Yeah.
they're
what are they
working
called?
dachshunds. They're working animals. They're working animals, Astaroth. They're very good at what they do.
I don't know. He
Dachshunds.
just seems a little
Dachshunds.
shrimpy, claw shrimpy. I shoot a glance at the crab.
Are
feel-
you
The crab shoots a glance back.
a sideways glance back at you?
I feel like you were asking me some questions I'm not interested in answering. Listen, do you want...
Why are we flirting with this? Are we all just collectively flirting with this proprietor of this wonderful
I
establishment?
am interrogating him and attempting to find out where these claw shrimps are coming from.
That's not the vibe he's getting, I don't think, is the problem.
Okay, try. So this is meta, but try. I'm telling you the player to ask where the claw shrimps are stored.
Is it in the balls?
Yeah, that's where they are.
I'm glad we got that taken care of. Okay,
All right.
okay.
We did get that.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, you're buying the claw shrimp at a middling price. Wait, low. Wait. Okay, we need to discuss the terms. We need to discuss the terms of this deal. If punishment is going anywhere.
So I'm gonna drop the voice just so we can be clear, very clear about what's happening. if you want a trained dolphin, you can do that. You're gonna have to give me a point of influence to represent like the money that you're spending. You have two, so that's fine, but that's gonna be the price. If you want a claw shrimp, you're going to have to come with an offer, a good offer.
So you're saying if I give the
If we
influence and the dog, and not to keep obviously, but I give the influence and the dog services for like a week or so, or like a week or two, and then we get a claw shrimp?
If that's,
I mean, I could roll convince and see if I could, you know, advertise for his business at my casino.
Ooh, that's an option.
if you wanted to roll that, that's a thing that would help in the upcoming roll. Yes.
There's another role. Wait, there's a role that I have to do to
So,
collect
okay,
a
I'm sorry.
claw shrimp.
If you want a claw shrimp, yes.
Okay, so we both have to roll.
And I'm trying to decide what you Galaxy are going to have to roll. Which is probably going to be gossip with commoners, because there's nothing else on here that's like very good, but also that's fine. So let's have Astaroth roll first. You are still muted. But it is
I
42.
am always muted. It is 42, and that is a big ol' success.
Alright, so that's gonna help. And let's, because you did a thing, I'm gonna give you that advantage dice. Which, as a reminder, you want to roll evens on to have a good thing happen. That's
it's 2 advantage dice.
That's a 77. It is 2 advantage dice because you...
Because I'm the boss.
Because she's the boss. Okay, so here's the bad news, is that you did not succeed with this.
Nope. My that seems to be a trend here.
So,
Unless it has to do with animals, I just kind of
I'm trying to figure out how this plays out with a failure and also a boon.
So we get the claw dolphin, but not the claw shrimp.
You add, yeah, you.
That sounds fair.
Yeah, I think that's the play. You're gonna you're going to have to pay the influence, but yeah. There you go. We'll just actually just send that to the Shadow Realm.
Oh no, it's gone.
Yeah. I have a lot of power on this side of the table. So that's that. You have a water taxi. What are the
I'm assuming that it fits 3 people and maybe also a corpse.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good then. Oh, 3
and
people,
a cat.
3 people, a cat, and a dog, and it. You know
it's
how
a lot,
it goes.
It's a lot of things. That's why
That's why it was so much. That's why we had to do so
very
much for it.
They are
very
Lorgdolfs.
Lorgdolf.
Lorgdolf.
So that's that. That's the last legwork scene for the day. So let's get rid of that.
Bad Road, that's like asking why does God need a starship?
Yeah. I don't get it.
Bad Road will get it.
I don't get it.
I don't buy it.
So that's that. We're now in nighttime. We have 3 more legwork scenes you do, and then we get to the wake. Who wants to do what? I think the only person who has a concrete idea of what they need to do is Galaxy still.
We have our strongest potions already.
Yeah.
And
unless you can think of another potion we need.
I'll tell you what. Let's do Galaxies. Because I think things you learn there might inform what you want to do with the other 2.
All right. So where is this? Because I need to know who is coming with me, if anybody is coming with me.
Okay, so I'm gonna flip your sheet again. Describe one thing you want to get out of the scene. I think what you want to get out of this is information about. Her name's not Mariana Gorgov. What is her name? It's in here somewhere. Talia, the horsewoman who does all the bounty hunting. And you're going to do that by tracking her over the course of 8 hours, 6 hours, something like that.
So unless any one of you is stealthy, it would probably be best if I go alone then.
Uh,
I'm very stealthy with navigating bureaucracy. That's my skill.
it's a pretty good skill. Not necessarily for this, but it's a good skill. If I had that skill, it wouldn't have taken me as long as it took me to get my name changed.
I can distract people.
I mean,
I can also fight people.
So you
Oh wait,
we're not.
I can throw something. That's yeah.
The thing about this scene is that we kind of need this person to, one, be alive for the next day because they're the one who's picking up the keys,
and two, be unawares.
Yeah, be very unaware of the fact that anything super suspicious is happening generally. So, a bit concerned about throwing things.
Oh wait, I gotta outdrink them. They won't remember all the suspicious stuff we did.
Are we? Where are we meeting this horse?
So
is the thing.
I don't think you'll want to meet them.
Where are we which part of the city are we tracking this horse through?
She's known to kind of roam around the commoners districts because that's where she does work as a bounty hunter. It's easy for criminals to hide there. Low level bullshit criminals who don't own whole casinos.
Okay, so that would be the slums, or there's an actual common area situation thing.
Probably the slums.
Oops. Well, that's going to be an issue.
It's
going to be a fire issue.
Okay, so you're not gonna not. Oh, whoops. First of all, speaking of fire issues, so I should have added 4 onto the heat pool because both of you are conspicuous on the docks. So that's what that is, and then because a new segment has started, you get a whole nother 3, and I'm trying to math that out. I think it looks like this. That sound good to everyone?
I don't know how much that weight. It's like 16?
Yeah, that's 16 total.
Ooh. I mean, I didn't math, so
yeah, that's correct. I figured it out, I think.
Wait, so how do you do math?
It's so hard. It's like you take numbers and you push them together until one of them gives up or eats the other. There's a lot of kicking and screaming.
You're playing hardcore Survivor with numbers?
Yeah, basically. Math's a fucking thing. I'm amazed they teach it in schools. So...
Is that what the Hunger Games was about?
Math, yeah.
So you're just going by yourself, I think, is what we landed on because...
Yeah, because I'm the only one I'm the only one that can run and then probably succeed and then not have to deal with... Do you have run like hell on your thing?
I do.
And we know that Astaroth doesn't. So yeah, okay. You head down to a slums district where Talia is known to go, and you spot her through the crowd. You ask a couple of questions and try and find a place where she's going to be, and you do find her. She's in a very, very shitty bar drinking.
Oh, good. I should. Oh, we should have brought. Oh, it's too late now. Okay, so she is. Does she look like she's been there for a while?
Not too long. It is the middle of the day. It is the beginning of the night. I had to check what time frame we were on. I fucked that up.
Okay, so it wouldn't make sense. She's not moving anytime soon, so it wouldn't make sense to say have crime just kind of tail her because I could do this without having to actually involve myself too much in the whole process.
That's true. You do have tail someone on your sheet,
I do have tail someone and I do have
and it's actually quite a good
amninol.
skill.
Yeah, and I also have amninol. Amninol, I think I forget what amninol is. Amninol is also 80%, so it wouldn't really matter which one, I guess.
It's 80% for just sneaking around.
So I'm very confused as to how that works. So like, you just have the animal sneak around for what purpose exactly?
Yeah, exactly. So like when we did the thing, crime got into the thing very well, into that like room where all the stuff was, and then got out,
Okay, so that's
and
that.
then didn't do anything else well, as evidenced by the fact that they jumped headlong into a fucking thing.
Very valid. So basically, it's only useful in conjunction with something.
You're not coming through.
So basically, it's only useful in conjunction with something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that you tailing someone would be more useful.
All right. Well,
Especially if you're gonna sit there and just like watch her drink for a while.
uh, I would drink, but I also realize that if I go up to the bar, things are going to happen.
Well, you just
She's
order a drink like from whatever shadowy corner you set yourself up in.
valid deeply. Okay, so I'm doing that. I'm not getting. I'm ordering like Shirley Temples or whatever, and I'm just
How many?
enough that my blood sugar is now dangerously high, and we're
Getting
just
drunk on Shirley
I
Temples.
think
basically.
get that good old um, kid sugar hangover going.
Mm-hmm.
So I am gonna need you to roll tail someone.
Oh God, mimosas, but out of fantasy Mountain Dew. No,
What? No.
a
Don't do
Mountain
that.
Dew mosa. Yes.
That's a 29. That's
I
pretty.
think I think that's I think theoretically yes. Okay, we did it. We did it. We're
Yeah,
good.
you want low.
I'm not
20...
going to. Talia isn't going to stomp me to death with her hose. Is the thing. Is the important thing here.
No, you just So you are watching her drink, which she does for a long time, getting much more belligerent as she goes. You get the feeling that she does this a lot because the people around her are not like batting an eye. The barman particularly just like keeps refilling the drinks. He doesn't even ask.
Oof. Wow. So
It's
it's. No, you can go.
No, if you had a question, go ahead.
I have immediately forgotten it now that you've said that, so it's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, it's very fine.
So she is just uh she does this for a number of hours. You are there in that bar for a while. In fact, you're in there so long, I think I'm going to have you roll another tail someone.
Oh God. Okay.
It should be fine.
Shouldn't it be like an advantage die because she's drunker now?
Because she's drunker? Yeah, okay. That's a good. That's good. Way to plead your case, bailiff.
Okay, there we go. Well, I mean, I succeeded regardless. Do I get anything extra if this goes well?
Yeah. That's what the advantage dice are for.
Oh,
Hey.
that's a neat. There we go.
There we go.
There we
That's
go.
pretty good. So, as she is getting drunker, she is getting louder, and mostly what she's doing is bitching about how she has to deal with the funeral. You get the idea that this family isn't very good together. And she is cursing out her dead mother, her shitty dad who managed to still live, her sister who's apparently running the barge, some dog that apparently isn't going, has been at the funeral parlor since the body got there yesterday.
Dog.
Dog.
We talking like person dog or regular type?
A regular, a pet dog.
Well, that's not suspicious at all.
Yeah. Another, she's up all night to pet puppy.
She's up all night to pet puppy.
And
Okay.
the night sort of ends abruptly when she chooses apparently someone at random from the bar, asks them if they were staring at her, and just starts brawling with everyone in sight.
Oh boy. Oh dear. Do I need to
Yeah, fight now.
You could
I'm-
leave.
I could leave and not stab anyone. I think that's how this is going to go. I'm going to not stab anyone.
If you wanted to stab someone, you could stab someone. It's a melee.
I mean, yeah, I mean, she's not paying any attention, but also we don't listen. There are a whole lot of troubles that we're going to get into on the day of. I don't need to get into this trouble. We are already kind of on fire, so it's fine. We're good. We're good. I'm out.
Okay. So you're out.
I am out. I am playing this
Mox.
safe.
I think. Would you like to run like hell, or would you like to sneak around? I think you would probably like to run like hell to get out of this bar.
Oh god, it's that kind. She's just like suplexing everybody.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like, she's trying to just like be a graviton orb that draws in as many people to fight as possible.
Ah, shit. Okay, I'm gone then. I'm leaving. I'm rolling. Oh god. The babies are in danger. I have to go.
That's fine. You
Okay, yeah, we're good.
You get all the way out. That went really well.
I'm very surprised at how well that went. Like, what? Okay. No one died. No one shed any blood. Well, Talia's in there shedding a lot
A
of blood.
couple people died and there's a lot of bloodshed.
Yeah, a few people may have died,
some
but they
blood
weren't
is-
related to me.
Yeah, some blood is happening, but none of it's yours, which is always the best kind of day.
That was the sneakiest I've ever been. That was the most subtle I've ever literally been.
It was very sneaky, and I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
So, you got a little bit of information about the family, and apparently her sister is gonna be driving the barge when it goes. That's a thing you didn't know before.
And then there's this weird dog that
and then there's a weird dog.
What about that weird dog?
Oh, it's a weird dog. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about
That
the
weird
dog.
stray cat.
That weird looking dog.
Hey, Ma! Ma! Check out this weird
Weird
cat!
looking.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Oh, so you gotta watch it right now? Is
You
what you're
have
saying?
to
Okay.
watch it. It's so.
We're doing.
Listen, I love that cat very much.
We're doing crime.
You gotta show the whole stream now.
I can't show the whole stream this thing that I've never seen before.
I've seen it and it's good.
It's
I'm s-
very good. That
I'm s-
cat.
I'm certain it's great.
It's a weird cat.
So, you've got some new information. Do either of you, Orchid or Astaroth, have a way to capitalize on this information?
Well, first we have to figure out what exactly this means. How can we use her family as a distraction?
So,
Well, I feel like that's an added aspect of danger. Was the first thing that came to my mind, because she's driving the boat. So if we alert her when the barge is happening, then when she gets off to do the morning thing, she might have an issue. So we can't mess with her, really.
So not the sister. All right. Well, I have goad someone, so I could absolutely try and corner the bounty hunter and another family member and goad them into fighting each other, and then pick her pocket.
Mm. Huh.
I can appraise something. I can gossip with merchants.
Can you gossip with dog?
I
Can you
can convince
dance with
someone,
wolves?
so I could convince the dog that we are gossiping.
Can you
Can-
sing with all the voices of the mountains? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
I can conceal an object.
That's pretty similar.
Yeah, that's almost the same thing.
If I sent punishment in there to talk to the strange dog, do you think that would be a good idea or a we're gonna get in trouble with the dog idea?
I could conceal punishment.
To do what with later is the problem.
I
Where are
have
you
no
taking
idea.
Where are you taking my wiener dog? I mean, if you took punishment into the we've no see we left we were very suspicious in the
At Ron
fancy
Golem's
schmancy.
office, yeah.
Oh, I have the perfect plan. So I'll conceal the grave box, yeah, and then someone will pick it. And then while it's still concealed, someone's gonna pick it, right? I'll conceal the jewelry, I'll unconceal the box, lock it up again, and then we'll just leave.
I
It's almost
have
too easy.
no idea what just went on, but that's fine.
Like, all I've got is goading them into getting into a fight with each other and then picking the pocket, which I was already set to pick the pocket, so that would just be another part of that.
Do we have to worry about the dog at all, though? The dog's just there, and I don't know.
The dog might be superfluous information, or it might be something important.
We don't know, and God's not going to tell us. She's just sitting there and not saying anything.
I am just kind of sitting here letting y'all work it out.
Worry.
Theoretically, for this amount of planning, you should be doing a planning scene. But we're actually here for entertainment and fun, so I don't care that much about sticking to the rules that hard. If we do this again, now that we know how the game goes more or less, we can get a little more stringent about it. But yeah.
Play fast and loose with them rules.
Yeah, we're gonna play fast and loose with the rules because this is a fun thing we're doing for fun.
If one of you wanted to play fast and loose with like my ability to animal, then we could check out the dog. But other than that, I don't really know.
Would it be weird if I said, "Hey, that's kind of hot"?
To play fast and loose with a weird dog, yeah.
Yeah,
just
just a bit.
No, to play fast and loose with Mox's ability to animal.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's better. I think that's less. I think that's fine. Okay, I think it's fine.
It's fine. So if neither of you have a thing that you...
Yeah, if y'all can't come up with something better, then I think goad and pickpocket. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. I wanted to make it clear if that's what we're doing.
No, it tracks because I'm just like we can't exactly use this time later on to kind of stop and question or whatever. So I guess we're good. I guess.
All right.
Theoretically.
Now, Christy.
Yes.
It's just go ahead with what you were saying.
Oh. I was just saying that if you there are legwork scenes that we could have for Astaroth and Orchid, but if you don't think that there's anything you need or can't think of a way to get more information, get more resources, then we can just move on.
I'm trying to think.
Who are the members of the? Sorry.
I'm trying to think of any way to, create fallback plans in case something goes terribly wrong, which it will.
Which it absolutely will, yes.
So the members of the family, as you're aware of them currently, are the dead woman, her youngest daughter, the bounty hunter, Talia, who is going to have the key you want.
And a wicked hangover, so I mean...
And a wicked hangover and probably a number of bruises.
Yes, so she's...
Which will make goading her much easier.
Very easy. Okay.
There's also... I didn't give you the names, but there's Captain Jane Gorgov, her sister, who is going to be driving the boat. and there's some dog, and the father who presumably will be at the wake.
I feel like if this dog comes into play on the day night of, then I'll just send punishment, and they'll have a dog off, and it'll be fine. I think theoretically.
Right, like Pokemon.
Yes, exactly like Pokemon, actually.
Now, the father will be the one that I'm goading into fighting with the daughter, because no one else really fits into that slot. Because the sister's driving the boat, so that won't work, because we need her to be blissfully unaware.
What if she gets into a fight with the boat? Like the boat just
She just starts
like
fighting
disconnects
the
your
boats.
mic, makes your volume super low, makes it so your like camera doesn't work.
It's a shitty boat, is what you're saying. It's a shitty,
Yeah.
very high-tech boat that makes
Yep.
everything bad.
Okay, as we are sneaking, all of us collectively are sneaking on the barge. So if anything goes wrong there, we do the liquid darkness, whatever. But and that also acts as a silence, so we won't have too much noise going around the whole thing, the whole situation.
For the potion maker should probably make some sort of like self-defense darts that can quickly knock people out if something goes terribly wrong. Something to avoid using if possible, because it will draw attention, but can get us out of a situation if we need them.
Can you make an amnesia glow stick?
Yeah, probably. I'm making it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna make an MIB.
I do that.
You're gonna
DM, you do that. Okay. So I'm looking again at your alchemy, and like I was saying on Discord earlier today,
It's bad.
I don't think it's bad necessarily. I just don't like it for our particular purposes, because it says you can't like directly affect biological functions, but that's what chemicals do. So and
That is literally the whole point,
That's
right?
the job.
That's the whole thing. So we're going to say that you can make a potion that's going to knock someone out and give them amnesia. There's also, I'm going over this because there does need to be a drawback. An aspect of its use dangerous to the user, and that problem is that there is a chance that amnesia could be much worse or more permanent than you think it should be.
Meh.
Okay. That's not going to backfire at all, so let's go.
No, it's
Yeah,
only
that's fine.
it's only
I'll
a
just roll
chance.
really good.
You'll roll, and that will affect it in some way, I'm sure. Excuse me, I just need to spawn in a couple of dice. She said with malice aforethought.
That's again, I don't like this, because when Christy says she's fine and it's fine, I get worried, and now she's the DM, and so I'm like 5 times as worried.
Yeah, I can just spawn in dice. They're just
That's
here now.
no.
I have my own dice now. Isn't that fun?
No, it's not actually.
I think it's fun.
It's the opposite of fun.
I think it's
the
very
problem.
fun.
Yeah.
They're metal.
Are these like actually spawn dice? Like they have a tattered cape and stuff?
Yeah. And a giant axe and a bad attitude and a
Okay.
couple of really shitty movies based on them.
Why are those dice like 3 times the resolution of everything else in this game?
I don't know, because they're
They're the metal dice.
Yeah.
They're actually the same resolution. They just have a really cool shader on them.
Nothing else has a like interesting shader, just the metal dice.
Yep.
It's doing good reflections.
Can we?
The table though. The table's really nice.
The table is also very shiny. These influence things. Can we use them on the day of for the thing? Or
you will have to use them before the thing goes off, unless the thing you're spending influence on says otherwise. So what are you what are you thinking of doing with your influence?
I just wanted to make sure that like we weren't like wasting an opportunity to use them. It's like if we get in trouble in the middle of the situation, like would they be useful as
So,
like
so the things that spending influence, I'm just going to run down your list because it's in front of me. Convince a performing troupe to act as a distraction,
they're already kind of doing that.
gain access to a safe house, arrange for your crew to be hired as entertainers, obtains the use of a theater for a playhouse, stage a performance, secure an invitation. Those are all things that take time. You can't use them like spur of the moment. There are cartels and there are ways to spend influence that are more immediate. I don't think any of you have that.
If we were to hire some random doctor to just be there, I
Just a random doctor. Just
Yeah,
stand there.
Just have a doctor stand outside and go,
Oh wait. Okay, so do you have so here. All right. Do you have a doctor suit for crime?
I
am
need you to
pretty
qualify
okay,
that.
I'm pretty sure the words you just said were get a doctor suit for a river crime. Was that it?
No, for Crime the Cat.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Get a
Oh
little
my
step
god.
get a little
Yeah.
stethoscope and one of those.
Little tiny doctor. Little tiny doctor coat. I mean, they are technically wearing matching armor right now, but like.
Okay. So I got an idea.
Okay.
So it says I can spend influence on these or other judge-approved benefits. So
I'm going to be loose about that, but I'm not going to give you just the world.
okay, so have a servant plant evidence to pin the blame for a poisoning on the noble he or she serves. What if instead of pinning the blame for poisoning, this servant was pinning the blame for, say, a theft of valuable jewelry on the noble they serve?
With the noble being the box one.
I was thinking pin it directly on the husband.
I'm sorry, you're suggesting to get the...
That would take all suspicion off of us after the heist is over.
That's true. I thought that's why you had a replica made. So that you could...
Oh,
yeah,
heck,
but I
yeah,
figured that the replica wouldn't hold up indefinitely.
I mean, she's going in the ground, so I mean.
Yeah, if it's a really good replica. Well, it's not going with her.
Oh yeah, oh no. Oh yeah. Okay, that might be actual.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that might be an actual problem.
So the thing's brought out like for funerals and stuff, and once the funeral's over, it's gonna go back to wherever it's kept. Probably in Gorgov estate somewhere.
Why would he steal it if he's going to get it when he dies anyway?
We've heard. Well, he doesn't want it when he dies. He wants it to sell it.
But I thought that pottery business was successful. Is it not? Is it running down? And we just don't know.
Sure, but you know. I mean, like.
Capitalists. They always want money.
Crooked. They always want more. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying, and that's like it doesn't matter why he'd do it because the evidence will be there.
So if you want to try and run on that, you can.
Okay. So I got to spend an influence for that. Do I have to roll anything?
No, you just give me that coin, and you don't
okay.
All right, here's that coin.
God, I just when I
actually I'm gonna give this coin over here to.
You ever see that?
Because you decided to directly tail a very horrible bounty hunter and just snuck your way through that. So.
Oh god, another. Okay, so somebody. This I don't know how this keeps happening.
Because you keep doing cool shit.
Okay, so now we have these. I don't. Can I use it to? No, she just used it to pin it on the person. So now I have it.
Well, no, this is a new one. I'm just transferring it because it's easier than deleting this one and then making a new one.
Okay, so if you needed it, I guess I could. I don't want to do this because I don't know if these people like me anymore, but I could ask them during a crucial part of the thing to, if like when you were stealing it or whatever, to just, no, you're doing that whole goading thing, so I don't need to make a distraction on stage. So I think it's fine.
The distraction on stage might actually still be useful in case something goes wrong. If I get caught pickpocketing, that could give me another chance.
Okay, so I'll tell them to have a lookout, and then I'll send this coin to the Shadow Realm,
Okay.
I guess.
And if you give them a signal, then they'll
Yeah, they
start a
will.
catastrophe.
Yes, basically.
And that'll prevent anyone from figuring out that I just had my wing in someone's back pocket.
Sure.
Wait. Oh, that's the key. Okay, that makes sense.
Are we all clear?
I am. Yeah,
That's all I
mostly.
can think of to do, yeah.
Do I
just
have
have these coins.
the crime bullets, the crime darts?
Yeah, you've got them. I'm gonna take this
Amnesia darts.
But yeah.
Okay, there we go. There we go. So now we only have two special.
Yeah.
We can call them forget-me-narts.
Jesus.
That's what it says on them. It's engraved.
Okay. It's fine.
So
I'm fine.
Oh, that doesn't stay up anymore now that's in my hand.
That's what she said.
So here we are.
Dear God.
So here we are the day of the wake. So this is gonna be a drama scene.
Excellent. I love drama.
What that means is it's going to be something that feels a little more like a traditional, like, RPG combat, where you're going to have a turn, and then the people I control are going to have a turn, and so on and so forth until someone gets what they want out of the scene.
If I take over a town, will that increase my income per turn?
I mean, yes, I think that's going to be difficult to do from Awake, but not impossible. There's a lot of very rich people here. So, setting the scene for the wake, it's at the House of the Rising Sun, the funeral parlor that you delivered before, the huge motherfucking one. I'm pretty sure I said Rising Sun because I was making a reference to the song.
Oh, I think I
to the B. Yeah.
I replaced it with Setting Sun in my head because it's a death place.
Yeah. That probably makes more sense, but I did what I did, and I'm sticking to it.
All right.
So, well, the first thing that happens actually is you get 3 because we're starting a new time segment. The next thing that happens is that you're all going to a noble district where 2 of you are... Oh, no, not 2 of you, just Orchid.
That's unfortunate.
I'm good. I dance like monkeys for the rich people is the thing.
So...
I mean, it's a funeral, sort of.
It is a funeral, sort of.
And I am sort of dressed like that for that occasion.
Yeah, you sure are. There we go. I knew it was worthwhile to make that.
Oh no.
Are we dressing up as servants ahead of time?
Oh no.
It seems like
that is a thing that you need to let me know now.
It seems like we should change clothes after getting the key because no one's going to be goaded by a servant.
So the funeral, the part that you're trying to actually steal the thing in, is happening at night.
Mm-hmm.
We can say that you're going to do whatever you do here and then have a costume change between day and night.
Okay.
I just look like I'm with the troop, and I'm just like in an area that I may or may not
So you're
supposed to be in.
You're with the troop doing the catering, giving them hot dogs.
Basically.
And my usual suspects are already in servant's garb and mingling at the moment.
Okay. So, I'm going first to set the scene. So it's like we said, the big funeral parlor. There are so many goddamn people here. There's people crowded around the outside of the place. There's people presumably packed inside. You can't see it from where you are because you were starting outside, but there's a couple of like very, very large rooms that are full of just like the equivalent of big screen TVs where the rabble are watching the hobnob funeral going on.
Mm.
because it
big
is,
screen radios.
yeah, the big screen radios, because it is a show, along with everything else. So that's going to be the first obstacle to you getting in there. You have to get inside.
Only Astaroth has to get inside?
Is only Astaroth trying to get inside?
I mean, I thought I was already inside with
Oh,
the
you're
troop.
with the troops. Sure.
Yeah, so I don't really have to.
So me and
Orchid.
And
Orchid have to get inside.
Yep.
It should be easy for me. I look like a noble. I'm wearing an elegant black dress, and I can probably just stride on in.
Okay. So how are you? You are. There is a literal wall of humanity in front of you. How are you dealing with that?
All right. Well, I'm fairly tall, so I'm going to be looking over, seeing if I can spot our bounty hunter in order to approach her.
She is. You don't see her. She is likely inside already.
Okay.
In the family room.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to simply stride through the crowd.
They are very loath to give up their positions. They are trying to jostle you as much as you're trying to jostle them.
All right. Well, I'm going to intimidate with just the meanest of looks.
Anyone who just comes through to you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Anyone who's getting in my way is getting the meanest looks.
Now, I want to stop down real quick because I want to have a talk about how this works. So this mob is being treated as one creature essentially for you to overcome one obstacle. With 100 luck. Luck is the HP system here. So, what you want to do is intimidate them so that you can move through.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to roll your intimidate someone check here, which is 80. And if you pass that, you're going to do damage against their luck.
All right.
The amount of damage you're going to do is the actual amount on the dice. So the thing that makes the ding noises go up if you roll exactly an 80, that will be the best you can possibly do.
All right. That's an interesting system. I kind of like that. Here we go. I'm about to roll.
I'm watching you roll.
We got 68.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's
69 would have actually been the best I could possibly do.
You're not wrong.
so
if looks could kill, she just kind of threw daggers into the crowd.
yeah, you have created a pretty good path. You get a pretty decent way down into here. I'm going to say you get all the way to like the actual building. There's still more people to get through before you can get to. Now that you've gotten to like the archway, you can see where the guards are in the back who are guarding like where the nobles are, kind
Okay.
of trying to keep the wrath out. But you still need to go a little way to get there. But you've done a thing.
Got to do 32 more anger damage.
Hey, Orchid, how do you want to... Because I presume you're following, like, behind the wake of this giant furrow that...
Yeah, that sounds
Astaroth
right.
made. What do you want to do to try and help along?
All right. All my skills really suck for this. I can run like hell through the crowd. That's a bad plan.
You like, if that's what you wanted to try, you would be like a cannonball.
Sounds very. I'm just gonna barge
push
straight
your
fucking
luck.
through.
When making a mental attack to goad, intimidate, or frighten someone, which increases your success rate by 20%.
Okay. So pushing your luck does a couple of things. If you roll your thing and you miss it, you can push your luck. And what that will do is raise your like chance of doing it by 10.
It says 20 for that skill, though.
Because you have that skill, it would be 20, but usually it would be 10. First of all, that's going to take 10 off the 100 luck you have, which is how you do things. And
So-
second, it's going to give you a disadvantage dice that you have to roll.
So basically, it's like blood magic.
It's like blood
Yeah.
magic, yes.
All right, that sounds pretty good.
Okay. So you wanted to try to intimidate someone?
It's more of a running through the crowd.
Oh, you're doing the run like hell?
Oh, you can't use that skill for that.
Oh no.
You can
Okay.
still push your luck. It would just be
Yeah, you'd only get the 10% instead of 20.
yeah, 10 at a time instead of 20.
So can I do that?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
You can absolutely do it. It's just a little worse.
I forgot which one was the percentage.
I think you said the lighter one was the 10.
All right, that sounds good. Oh, that was too much.
By the way, y'all, you can right-click on the die and just click roll.
I really should have gotten a bigger table. This is a 38 though, so
That's good.
that's good. Not only is that a success, that's enough to cut through the rest of this mob's luck.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you get there. You just kind of push and plow your way through. People it's like when
People
Sonic
are falling over.
Yeah, people are falling over, catching on each other, doing a swear at you. But the two of you manage to make it up to the guards place.
Where they are.
Yeah, where they are.
I suppose sometimes a lack of subtlety works out for the better.
So the next obstacle you have to overcome are these guards, which have been told to not let people into where they are. It's the same guards. It's the same very round parakeet and very snaky ferret.
Oh. Oh wait. Oh no. Wait. Oh.
The parakeet, yeah.
Oh no.
Wait. Oh no.
Yeah. Hmm.
What are before we do that, what are you doing there, Galaxy? You're just hanging out in position?
I mean, they everything's in warmers at this point. Like I don't really need to be front and center in the kitchen. So I mean, I can just be on the other side of the like where is the cast and crew room in like relation to the guards in the family place?
So there's not really like a setup for that. Like the fact that there's a reading. I don't know if you got this information. It would be in your notebook if you did. But there's a like what's going on with the play is basically a retelling of Mariana's life in brief spurts, and
It says it can take hours. I mean,
it can take hours, and it has been. It plans to. Your but the funeral parlor, being a funeral parlor, doesn't really have a stage, so you're just kind of in one of the back rooms adjacent to like where all of the nobles in the family are.
oh, I'm on the other side of the situation. So, okay. Let me see. Do I have anything that would be super useful here? That's not the right button, I don't think.
You don't have to do anything if you don't want to.
I mean, are they in trouble yet? They're not in trouble yet, so
No,
I don't
they're
have
not-
to do anything.
They're not in trouble yet, no.
So I guess I have like let's go with crime. I have crime just kind of sitting out like behind the guards, just kind of looking just to just like tell me if anything goes wrong.
Mhm.
With, you know, these two, and then like she'll come back and alert me if anything goes like super.
Cool. Is Crime trying to be stealthy or?
I mean, that's the only thing that she can do is the thing. So
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Why don't you roll me a Crime be stealthy roll real quick?
Oh God. Okay.
Is that like a Johnny Be Good roll?
Yeah. She's got a little hut made of earth.
Oh,
Yeah, that does the thing.
very good. Yeah. Okay.
So Crime is just kind of winding their way through the legs up on one of the deals.
You know, the
Credenzas.
deals.
Yeah, credenzas.
Yes,
I don't
that.
know what the fuck architecture's called.
Crud.
Dutch
But you've got
circles.
but you've got another set of eyes on this, and everything seems fine. It's a funeral. Everything's proceeding exactly as you would expect it to proceed. So I'm gonna take my turn, and my turn is gonna be these guards. And the parakeets just kind of look at you, and it takes a second or two, but it does click. And the ferret like sticks out towards you, just like, "Hey, you're what the fuck voice did I give it? Kind of a southern voice. You're those dudes from before. The body people, the corpsers."
Yeah, you know, so that's makes sense, huh? You know, gotta take care of the corpses and the bodies here at this funeral type thing.
And she's very good at her job.
I thought you said it was her second day.
She's a natural.
Oh.
Very, very good. First try. This is the first try. Doing good, very, very good so far.
She did very well in the simulations.
How many bodies have you interred? 3,000 simulated, 2 actual, including this one. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you're good at your job. I think you're going to need to intimate that you need to get on the other side of this door.
Alright, but first I'm gonna say, well, she has had such excellent role models in these few days she's been working, and I motion to imply that I'm referring to these guards.
I was really, really sure you were going to say I motioned to imply I meant myself and only myself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to butter them up.
No, that makes sense. How about you roll me a convince someone if you're trying to do a help?
And we got an ouch.
That's a 94.
Failure.
Okay. Do I need to step in and do a distract,
No,
or are you
no,
guys
no.
good?
I have to convince
Okay,
them that you didn't
okay.
fail.
Okay.
I just sound disingenuous.
You do sound disingenuous. It's not going to count against you because that you weren't trying to that wasn't a thing designed to get you to come in. Like you were just trying to butter them up, but you don't get butter up points.
No butter for them.
If there was a role that is okay for me to fail, it's that one.
They're just a little whatever about it. It's like, the parakeet peeks out from behind the hot dog, the furry hot dog, and goes, "Did you need something?"
Yeah. So
You cut out there.
the body is across the place, right? This is where we're going. I need to make sure.
If the body.
This is the body way.
Yeah, the body's in the room. It's currently on display.
The movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do need to go inspect the work. It's very important, and it may be missing a you know those eyelashes, those fake eyelashes. They're missing. They're gone.
Very important.
You have to put those on a body? I thought that's just how they looked.
No, the eyelashes fall out and stop growing.
Same with hair.
Oh, wow, that's fucked.
Isn't that fucked up or what?
It's real fucked up. Bodies
Incredibly fucked up.
God, bodies. You need to roll me something. I'm not...
The eyelashes on the body.
You do have a convince someone, so roll me a convince someone.
I'm rolling for something.
That does not do that thing, but it only barely doesn't do that thing. You could push your luck 10, and that would make
good
that
plan.
happen.
That's okay.
No. If you push your luck, that just does it.
You don't have to roll again?
Oh,
Yeah,
cool. Then
you
I
don't
do
have
that.
to roll again. you are going to have to roll this disadvantage dice.
I'm terrified. What's it gonna
The
do?
dark dice.
It depends. You don't want to roll evens on it. You rolled a
That's
7.
seven.
It's fine.
Not even.
Aha! Okay, there we go.
So
okay,
nothing
everything's
happens. They
fine.
just
Though it does have the word even in its name.
it looks they look at you a little weird because they thought that all of the body stuff was done, but they're so like taken aback by these new revelations about how death affects us all that they're a little stunned. And the very round parakeet goes, "Yeah, go on in. Just try not to disturb any of the family, right?"
No problem.
And you're
And we
And,
take our
and I
leave.
do that. I'm in.
very good.
I'm in. Need the hacker voice for that one.
Extremely hacker voice. I'm in. .wave. So I guess let's go to Jackson real quick. I'm sorry, Galaxy Jackson.
Yeah, same
Same
thing.
I keep fucking that up in my brain. I think I've done all right.
What are Galaxy's pronouns?
Oh, currently she her, so it's fine.
All right, so can I call her Ms. Jackson?
You can absolutely. Oh wait, no, Chet. Ah! Why are you like this? Why are you like this? I'm so mad.
But I am for real.
So much. I'm dead now. It's
So-
fine. We're all dead now, and
You-
that's fine.
So you're looking around.
Oh God, no.
You're looking around.
Heck,
Crime's also looking around.
Okay, I've actually lost the table. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Okay, I'm coming back. It's fine. It's fine. Yes,
Mocked
it's fine.
dies dot mp4. That's what we call the last minute and a half.
I accidentally unplugged my headphones.
Oh,
You know,
gosh.
so no, it's fine. It's fine. They're in now. I don't think Mumble is very upset at me.
Okay.
We're good.
We're hearing
good.
you fine.
Okay, good.
So you're walking around. Crime's walking around. Both of you see the door open and your compatriots come through. Do you feel the need to do anything else?
To just get into the body room, or
The body's on display right now.
the family room to get the keys.
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah, this is the family room. This is where you are. It's the big room, the slightly smaller room than all of the other rooms. That's housing like people who actually knew the deceased.
So
where
we
the
just...
actual play is happening. So that's where you all are currently.
So we just wait for Astaroth to pick the pocket, and then I just kind of wait to give the signal, and then do we need? I don't think we need to throw down a smoke bomb or anything. I think we just kind of need to.
Yeah, out here we're
you
gonna
don't
try and
have
keep it.
to.
We're gonna try and keep it covert while
So
we're
I don't
out
need
here.
to. So you're sure the smoke bomb is not necessary?
We don't need the smoke bomb, and we don't need the fire. In a bit, yes. Not right now.
All right, so you're just not doing anything.
You
don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I'm like, what can I do that would not, in and of itself, end badly because I've done it? And I'm like, I don't think there are any animals in the was whatever her name, the dead lady. Was she kind to any animals along the way? Because otherwise, I'm just kind of sitting here
that's
the
something.
dog.
I'm sorry. That's something I should have mentioned and didn't, and I apologize for not giving you this information. Maybe it's better now that everyone's around to see it. So the dog that was being discussed is very apparent. So how this is basically set up, or how an official function looks. It's rows of pews all pointed forward at the thing that's happening, and there's the hastily constructed stage where the play is going on, and behind that is the plinth where the casket is and the body is resting with the necklace on. Next to the casket is a dog. It came in with the casket. It has not moved since. It's clearly alive. It's breathing. It just kind of lays there next to the casket and occasionally looks up.
Oh no, I've
Sad
realized.
dog.
I've had a realization and I'm very upset at you for doing this.
It's not me, it's in the judge's book.
Oh.
I am just having fun with what's available.
Oh no. The poor baby. Oh.
It's a poor baby.
The poor sad grieving baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
Hachiko.
No!
It's Seymour Butts.
This is the worst. This is the worst thing that you've done. This is it. This is it, Christy. Congratulations.
Don't blame me. Blame
I'm-
Rodney Thompson.
Don't
I
hate
am
the player, hate the
I
game.
am shooting the messenger because the messenger has a sad puppy in front of me.
Yeah, that's fair. So you're not doing anything.
I feel so much less vicious as a narrator now.
Hey.
I'm right.
No, that hurts. All I have is I have information about how this stuff goes down. I'm just following it. I've left off a bunch of stuff about this dog.
Oh no!
You're making it worse.
You're somehow making it worse.
I went all Modest Mouse and edited the sad parts. I don't need your bullshit. So, everyone kind of, they weren't expecting people to come in this late, but they look around. You look very noble. They presume that the giant horror show is with you. So you don't raise too big of an eyebrow. What is your next thing?
Crimes. We gotta do crimes.
All right, now I've got to quickly track down Horsewoman,
She's
bounty hunter.
She's very obvious. She's standing near to the back, standing as opposed to sitting with everyone else, just kind of with her arms crossed on a pillar.
She's the
All right.
horse in the room.
I'm gonna try and take her aside and talk quietly with her about her mother.
So how does that work? You just kind of trail up on her. You're gonna have to roleplay this one out a little bit.
All right.
You just go up to her and be like,
I,
"Hey, pretty fucked up that it happened, yeah."
Please.
And then I
please,
push the gravedigger out of the way.
Please.
Okay, I slowly approach and I say, "You're her daughter, right?"
I mean, yeah.
You look just like her. I look over at the casket and say, "Well, albeit a little bit, a little bigger." Hold up my wing like muscles, like I'm flexing.
Oh.
She kind of looks you up and down and says, "Weird flex, but okay."
Dang it!
This is
I thought it
normal
was a
funeral.
perfectly normal flex.
Normal funeral activities.
I guess that's what happens when you have a wing and you try to flex, though.
You're not coming through.
So I'm going to attempt to get her to walk with me in the. Oh, I've got to scout out where her dad is too. Is he obvious? Is he there?
Yeah, he's obvious. He's a little closer to the front. He's actually in the second row forward.
Okay. I'm going to motion for her to walk with me and walk not directly towards the dad, but sort of past him, and I'm going to keep talking to her about how the mom was, maybe a lot of people might not have said she was a good or perfect woman, but she was my friend.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to roll to convince this woman who's never seen you before to, give up the perch she's scouted because she hates 80% of the people here.
I figured.
That is a 13. That does that thing.
Hell yeah.
That sure does do that thing. She's just like, yeah, I'm glad that I only got my looks from her. I'm glad that's not dealing with her hideous voice or shitty personality or awful cooking.
Oh, she was an awful cook, I give you that.
And you're just walking with her towards nearer to the front of the front of the thing.
Uh-huh, and while I've got her attention on me, I'm gonna see if I can get her to say something about her father while we're near him.
We're gonna put that aside for a second because
All
we have the
right.
rest of the round to go. Orchid, what are you doing?
Huh. I'm just kind of thinking because like there's some stuff going on. I'm not sure how to contribute at this point.
This bit of the plan is mostly me.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
two come in a bit more later.
Is there like a food area?
There is a food area.
I eat that food.
Okay, so you having come in with one of the nobles
Oh god.
in the middle of a funeral that you don't look like you belong at, just go directly to the buffet table is what you're saying.
That seems like there should be heat added for that.
So I am not going to add heat for that. I am going to ask you to roll something.
Roll something.
Roll to distract literally everyone at the situation.
All right, I'm doing that. What's my percentage for that?
I'm gonna say
Distracting everyone at the situation.
I'm gonna say checking out the situation. There's size someone up. That would be useful to do.
Oh, sure. Sounds good.
Good roll.
73.
Well, I meant the actual physical action of the roll was good because nothing went off the table.
That's true.
Yeah.
73 probably isn't going to do that.
That's not good.
I mean, it's fine. You're not doing something that's very very critical, so it is fine that you failed, but people are looking at you. Like, people have noticed that you came in, abandoned the person you came with, and just went directly to the canapes. Some people are like very quietly just kind of nudging one another and
Oh,
Muffy.
Oh no, not Muffy.
Hey, I just want to check something out real quick. This is kind of important.
Yep.
Do you see that one of my dice?
Which one of your dice?
Is one of them floating? Or is that my client side doing it?
That's your side.
Yeah. It
Okay,
doesn't
one
look
of
like
them-
any of your dice are floating.
One's floating for me.
Oh, cool. So Galaxy, are you doing anything?
I mean, I'm contemplating like how long has the play been going? Because I could call an intermission and then people would just be milling about and then
It's been going for like 45 minutes. It would be a little early to call an intermission.
Okay, we're good. We don't need a distraction yet. I'm also considering how disruptive it would be, how awful it would be if I were to just like send punishment up there to like lay on the side of the dog.
You could do that thing if you wanted to do that thing.
I don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm just like scoping out Astaroth and Talia, making sure
Keeping
nothing's
that eye out.
making sure that nothing's going like super wrong, because I can just kind of I will send an animal and or tell the plat band to play on or whatever.
Yeah, okay. Because you like didn't roll anything last round, I think I'm gonna make you roll for crime to remain hidden. So if you give me another
Wasn't crime in the
credenzas
hall
or
in the
whatever.
hallway or whatever? Oh, she's like up in the thing. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
she's up
fine.
on like
Okay.
the rafters and stuff.
I was just like
This is
I thought she was in the hallway behind the guards or whatever, and I'm like, wait,
no.
why is that?
This is probably a minor thing, but go ahead and like roll it for me anyway.
In case the cat just decides to
Yeah.
jump down from the rafters and.
Or has one of those cat slips that happens sometimes.
Oh, we're
48.
good.
48.
Yeah, we're
48
good.
is
We're
very
good. We're good.
All right. So you're walking along with Talia Gorgov, the horsewoman,
Uh huh.
and she is opening up a little bit, but not a lot. She's you get the feeling that she's just a reserved person. She's just like, yeah, it's fucked up, but I guess she's old, or was old. I get used to that now, I guess.
All right, I'm gonna try and briefly, as briefly as I can, regale her with a story about her mother coming into the casino and just starting just the biggest event. I'm trying to think of what kind of event. Just like a brawl when she was younger. That seems like the sort of thing that would perk the daughter's interest.
That will be a lie.
Yes, it will.
And you don't appear to have lie to someone, which is
Oh, I
a
thought
skill.
that would go with. I didn't realize that was separate from convince.
Yeah, there's also lie to someone, and that's gonna be what you're doing. I think.
All right, well then that's not what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I didn't realize that was a separate thing.
Okay.
All right, I am instead going to just keep saying, basic stuff, but I'm going to say between you and me, she had a lot to say about her husband. And try and goad her into saying something bad about the dad. While we're quite near him.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that you got up there. Like, it's not that big of a room. It wouldn't take forever to do.
Yeah.
So if you want to goad someone with this, then that's a thing.
All right.
That's a thing you can do.
All right, we're gonna try and goad her into saying something about her father while she is in a hungover state. So, can I get an advantage die for that?
Yeah, that's actually a super useful thing to advantage die for.
All right, let's roll the skill, which is 80.
73. That's very good. What is?
That's super good.
Yeah.
And now I roll the advantage die.
And again, you want even.
Even. And that's a 2.
Well, that'll do it, I think.
So, you start in, you barely start in. You like get out the sentence. She had a lot to say about her husband. So it's like the Price is Right, as high as possible without going over. Yes, that is a great way to think about it. And she just jumps in. It's like, oh yeah, she had a lot to say about that asshole. It's like half of the reason I left. It's why I'm like, she's not paying attention to where she is necessarily.
Yep.
You just kind of shuffled her along, and it's like, it's all of this stupid bullshit, all of the goddamn fighting. I don't care whether or not we use like marble versus ceramics. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? She's starting to make a scene.
Excellent.
Who gives
Do you
a
say that
fuck?
out loud?
You just Mr. Burns your fucking wings together and flap them. Excellent.
Excellent.
So he looks over clearly, and he is not doing anything yet. I'm sorry, what did you roll?
73.
73? That is
out of
very
80.
Yeah, that is very good. You can tell he's upset for a variety of reasons, but he's not doing anything about it yet.
Ooh. That means next turn I'm gonna have to goad him too.
So what are you doing, Orchid?
Uh, what's going on? Can I see what's going on here? What's the scene like? Perception check, roll for perception.
You can see what's going on pretty clearly. It's like your friend has led the giant muscular horsewoman over to wherever she wants to go, and you can hear that she's making a scene. Like, she's not being quiet. Again, she's hungover, and already this is a sore topic in the first place. So it's starting to look like a good old fashioned like Family Feud's brewing. It's not going to take a lot to push it over the edge.
Ooh. Hmm.
Hmm.
Can you could I guess I shouldn't communicate at you what to do because our characters can't really communicate.
Just do it in your walkie-talkie.
I don't care. I don't care that much about like table talk,
All right,
as long as it's not getting too involved and you spend like 45 minutes planning out a move.
All right, let me look over at your skills real quick, Xenon.
They're all very like not helpful in this situation. Outdrink someone. Can I challenge? I could challenge her.
If you wanted, there's some drinks there, and they're not meant to be consumed in the quantities you would use for a drinking contest. But since when has that stopped anyone?
Trying to figure out which card is which over here.
I don't know what's going on with my card deck.
So the blue one's the skills at the bottom.
I don't see any skills.
I still got a really big kick about how you can mess with someone else's cards in their hands.
There's
Like, that's what it
both
is, right?
sides
Like-
of this card look the same.
It shouldn't. They look different.
Okay, they do on mine, and I don't know how to reload it so it looks correct.
Okay, so the card here is at like a 45-degree angle now.
Uh-huh.
Huh. This is weird.
I think that TTS is just having trouble today.
Alright, so let's do it this way. I'll flip the card back over to where the skills are,
Okay.
and we'll get a little closer on it, and you can look at the stream preview.
Alright, let me maximize that stream preview. Use an alchemical object, appraise something, conceal an object, gossip with merchants, navigate bureaucracy, convince someone, outdrink someone, run like hell, size someone up, throw something, or anything else. I don't think you're in a position to use any of those effectively in this situation is the problem.
That's yep. That's what's happening.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the
Anything
man's-
else is something I could use.
But that's like a 50%.
Yeah, but it's a 50%. It's a coin flip.
Yeah, so if you wanted to do something that wouldn't get us in trouble, but could theoretically benefit us,
Is the dude wearing anything important that she could conceal? That she could.
She would have to like steal it off of him to conceal it.
which
Like,
would require pickpocketing.
Yes.
I could
Right.
Okay, so what if I brought a tray of the drinks over, and then outdrank her?
Or you could just bring it. Or you
could
could just bring a
just-
tray of the drinks over.
Oh, and then just accidentally bump into one of them?
if you wanted to try and outdrink her with a tray of drinks, that's the thing.
This seems
think
like
that's
a
a good
bad
plan.
moment to do so.
Yeah, like
I can't
mean,
imagine her being like, yes, drinking contest!
Like I mean, if she just wanted a drink, or if the dad just wanted a drink, then
Ooh,
maybe
that's a good idea.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like it would probably be. We don't know what kind of how they feel about each other's in general.
Just bring a drink over and see if they want any.
Mhm.
Basically.
Okay, yeah. I do that.
Okay, so from the you like pick up under.
I put up no here. I take one of the food trays, dump the food onto another tray, and start putting the drinks onto that tray.
Oh god.
Okay, so you do that and you get some more looks. But then you start placing the drinks like on the tray, and people kind of, it looks weird that it's you doing it, but it kind of clicks with people. It's like, oh, they're like a server. That's why they're here.
We totally
That-
should have dressed you up in the servant's clothes first.
That makes more sense.
Like
Okay.
like if anything, I don't know, like what kind of grieving services like the grave diggers as a collective provide during funerals, but
And
like
I bet the nobles don't know either.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
some
like
professional mourners and stuff, and it would make sense for a drinks server at a funeral home to be wearing all black and a
Uh-huh.
plague doctor mask. Are you wearing the mask, by the way? That's
I think that's a different thing. That's
Yeah.
a different class.
okay then. So
I'm
you're not
sure I
wearing a
could
plague
have
doctor
one.
mask, but you look super gothy, and that's probably
Yeah.
probably clicks with people. Oh, that's just what happens here. That makes
Good
sense.
enough.
they're grieving, and she's bringing over some drinks because she sees her getting heated, and it's just like, well,
That's fine. She's going to go defuse the situation.
yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh yeah, how to
Yes,
defuse that situation real quick.
defused.
So,
That's what alcohol does.
Yep, that's what it does in 100% of cases. You go over there with a drinks tray, and do you just offer one of them to... what are you doing with the drinks tray now that you have it?
Yes, hello. Would you like some alcohol? What are these? I don't know.
You do
It's
not,
alcohol.
You do not finish the sentence. She grabs two.
I've done it.
One in each hand. One of them is drunk immediately. And she's just screaming, "Oh, and the goddamn dog.
Oh
Just
no.
can't go anywhere without that goddamn dog." Galaxy, you see a clearly belligerent, drunk bodybuilder swearing up a storm 20 feet from the end of the aisle. What would you like to do?
I very much would like to sit back and watch the show, but I don't think that's going to be helpful right now.
See if you can get the dad mad.
I don't know how the dad feels about the dog. Is the dad reacting at all to her saying that he's slandering this dog?
He's very upset. Generally, you are not certain whether or not it's about the dog. Is this person complaining about the sad dog next to the casket? Yes.
Because I could handle the sad dog next to the casket. I don't know for what purpose.
If you
Because
wanted to try and clear the dog out, you could do that.
I don't think she's going to hurt the dog.
No, but the dog might stop us from getting close to the casket.
Oh heck. No, but we only need the key from her, right? We're not doing that yet.
Yeah, but what if it like follows about? You know, try and get it to a safe area where it won't get in the way later.
All right, I guess I'm rolling to hand. I'm sending punishment up there one to just kind of to break the ice for me with their dog conversation, and then I'm going to go up there and give the puppy some grief counseling. I'm going to hug the dog. Roll to hug the dog.
That's probably one of the best things we've rolled for yet.
I'm going to roll to hug the dog.
That's handle animal. Are you just rolling to are you trying to move the dog with the thing you're doing, or are you just trying to get the dog's trust right now?
I don't think the dog wants to move. But I'm gonna gain the trust to see if I can then ask it to do something later, I guess.
Okay, as someone who has had a lot of dogs, you know what the fastest way to gain their trust is?
Hot dogs?
Hot dogs.
Excellent. Great, because I'm going to feed the dog a hot dog in my arms.
So let's say 43? Yes. So that's well under your 90 handle in animal.
Yep.
The hot dog should also give an advantage die.
So you're yeah, go ahead and roll the advantage die with the hot dog. Nah, doesn't do a thing. But
yeah, that's fine.
it's still a victory. You, excuse me, I need to bring up the stats on this dog, apparently.
I don't know how you thought this wouldn't happen. You put a dog in the scene and you didn't think that we were going to pet it.
I know. I should have figured this was going to be the thing.
It's okay, because now we get a positive rating on at Can You Pet the Dog at Twitter.
That's true. You can pet the dog.
You can pet the dog. I'm doing it right now. They're very soft. What breed of dog is it?
It's a corgi, obviously. Continuing with the Discord discussion, as the corgis were wiener dogs that were bred away from being work dogs to being lap dogs. And so
it was a very involved discussion.
It really was, and so they're a status symbol now. But just a sad corgi, you go to hug it, and it doesn't try and fight you because it's too sad. It doesn't particularly like that you have another that you have a dachshund with you. But it's just kind of there, and it looks up at you all sad, and it just keeps looking back at the at the thing. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sad that I'm corgi.
I'm sad, Galaxy.
Sad. Corgis were like sheepdogs. We're doing a different thing.
And I'm sad, Randy.
Is that off? Yeah, you have to board up.
Okay, so you hug this corgi. Good.
Excellent.
Good job. You can't do anything else with the corgi just now.
I mean, I am petting it while everything else is going on, so that's fine.
So
one sec, there's something going on outside.
Yeah, I've noticed some lights back there. It seems fine. We are gonna wait for just a second, though. Yeah, so we had a rather long. We've got a Discord that we use to discuss things that are going on in the stream, and also random bullshit. And we had a very long conversation about how dachshunds are still called dachshunds, but Germany doesn't exist in the world of Dusk City Outlaws, so who knows why they're called that? And it just kind of spiraled, like it do.
And then there was another conversation that we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, and then
It's the Scooby-Doo one.
Yeah, and then there was
yes,
the
that we're not
Scooby-Doo
going to talk about.
Yeah,
because
it's a lot, and we're not going to deal with it because we don't want to ask the question on stream.
Because it will not end well.
It won't end well. I don't wanna do that today.
This is fine because the longer you don't do anything, the more pets I get in on this dog. So everything's fine.
Yeah, exactly, Bad Road. It's that kind of alternate history thing. Rottweilers are called Leipzigers because they were bred in the town of Leipzig.
Who put the 69 here?
Oh, I did.
Xenon
of course
did,
you
Do you see it?
I do see the 69. Congratulations.
It's a good 69. You know, like you do. It's powerful. It's double scorpion.
Alright, I'm back. Everything's fine.
Okay. I'm glad that everything's fine. I was worried.
The cops stopped over at the other side of the street because, of course they did, because What's-His-Face keeps managing to summon the cops to the neighborhood.
So, you've all gone. This is my turn. And what's happening on my turn is that Talia is just going off. She's not even necessarily coherent anymore because she's getting into really deep stuff that only the family knows.
Ah.
But she's just shouting about it. And the thing about that is that she's been doing it for a while, and some guards are coming over to kind of try and corral whatever might happen next.
Oh dear, we need to get rid of some guards.
So you have some guards well, you don't have guards approaching you. Talia has some guards approaching her that you happen to be in between.
Uh-huh.
So
well, we need to get rid of them because we need Talia to be here and we need people not to be watching while I'm picking her pocket.
So what you're saying is I have to use the amnesia darts on them.
Or
That does not seem like a good first option, but
Oh, so the alchemist's fires.
that seems like a worse first option.
how about I give the signal to the people in the thing? How about
Yeah,
that?
do that.
Don't think just yet.
Let's put a pin in that plan.
I think because we've still got the usual suspects who are already dressed in servants' garbs, who can sort of accidentally stumble into the guard's way, which they have a 50% chance of success on any action.
Is that what you want to use your action for? Because they're
Or-
yours, and they're going to like.
Does that use my my action?
Actually, let me look at the usual suspects and see whether or not that does that thing.
Because I can also distract, I think.
During one scene, you can order 4 members of your cartel to help you. The judge treats these like a squad of minions. You decide how the squad acts in any scene. So actually, no, that doesn't use up your action.
Perfect.
If that's how you want to use.
But they
them.
only get the one action for this whole day.
Yeah.
So do you want
Alright.
me to use the
So
dogs?
Okay, I'm going to go over the thing that you just said because I want to make sure it's clear what's happening. If you want to use your usual suspects now, here in the daytime, you're not going to have them here at night when the actual funeral's happening.
Yeah, we probably want to save them.
So I can make the dog really sad, and they can, and
If
the dog.
If either one of you can accidentally get in the guard's way, that would be great.
Oh, I have a good plan actually. Okay, so I have the
Oh, yeah.
drinks, and I'm gonna they're gonna get fucking drenched real quick.
The guards
Aha.
Yeah, bumping right into them.
are. Okay, so
Cue comedy music.
Run like hell.
cue
into them.
comedy music. No, I'm going to describe this as throw something.
Good
Because
plan.
you're throwing drinks on them.
All right.
So if you want to try and drench the guards with drink, go ahead and do that thing.
Oops.
It's the lighter green. That's the
Oops.
62. That does it.
62.
So
Nice.
nice. They have the guards suddenly drinks all over them, and they've had drinks all over them before, but they do like stop, and it's like, oh dang it, shit. I didn't want to have to deal with cleaning my fucking uniform today. Fuck. And they're still moving towards you, but they have been slowed down significantly.
Now, apologize to the men.
Do a
Oops,
really
sorry.
good apologize. Do a really good apologize.
Convince them. Convince them I'm sorry.
Just drop down. Like I
I'm
mean,
gonna
you've
say-
already been. You can go. I mean, it's just that you've already been like the object of a lot of conversation. So if you just kind of throw yourself down and I throw myself on the mercy of the whatever, or I'm very, 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 very sorry, or anything like that, to just kind of stop. Like, hey, I really need you to listen to this apology for the next 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
That's a long
Okay,
apology.
I really need you to listen to this apology for the next 5 minutes because I am so sorry about these drinks and your uniforms.
So you're over there, like,
Can-
having
are-
thrown, you've thrown this on them, and now you're like, commiserating with one giant arm on each of their shoulders. Oh fuck, I'm sorry.
Yep, and then
Okay.
then I have to start crying because I'm so
And then-
sorry.
Okay,
And then
so
you have to start crying and patting them because you're so sorry.
Yeah.
I think we're going to say that you have effectively neutralized 2 of the 3 guards on the way to do this.
Right.
Because that was a stellar roll in addition to everything else. Yeah, exactly. You grab some napkins, you just start blotting them, making yourself a general nuisance.
Bring them some food back.
Bring them some food back. Astaroth and Galaxy, you both have turns you can do this round. What do you want to do with them?
I need to turn the attention. I need to come up with a way to word this where I can act like I'm talking to. I forgot her name.
Talia.
I can act like I'm talking to Talia, about how I basically want to say, oh, surely you don't mean that about your mother, but I'm actually attempting to push the dad over the edge.
Um, you can absolutely roll that, and that's going to be go with someone.
Uh-huh. Surely, Talia, surely you don't really mean that your mother was, something very insulting to your mother. All right, goading.
Exact words.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say. I can't think of a good one.
No, that's the best one.
Oh, that's true.
That's that might be too rude to repeat, dearest.
You're not coming to it.
Surely, Talia, you didn't really mean that your mother was a fail sauce.
I love that genderless insult bot has
It's
some
so
actual
good.
use.
All right, here we go. That is 95.
That is 95.
If I push my, I'd have to push my luck twice, huh?
You would have to push your luck twice, but you would succeed. You would also roll.
2 disadvantage dice.
Yes.
Now we're gonna
Can
hope
I
that
assist
we're gonna hope.
or?
Oh,
Can in what way?
I would
If
like
you
to.
can-
assist
I would
her.
like to send the grieving dog over there.
if you can actually stop the last guard from approaching, that'll probably give me another turn to try again.
Then I'm gonna punish the guard, which is to say, I'm going to trip the dog with some hot dog.
You're going to.
I'm going to. The dog is
Send-
going to trip.
Yeah.
It's an attack roll, but it is. I'm
It's-
sweeping the.
Yeah,
sweeping
it's
the
an
paw.
attack roll like as a comedy trip weapon as opposed to like a savage biting.
Yeah, I'm not sending him over there to like nip any ankles or anything. I'm sending him over there to cause an hilarious pew flinging scene.
Instead of sweep the leg, it's dog the leg.
Dog
Yes,
the leg.
it's just she's slipping on a hot dog. That's all it is, really.
Okay.
He just slipped on a stray hot dog.
So you can absolutely do this thing. I'm just reading your exceptional training to see how this works. You use your handle animal chance as success for the roll, and you gain 10 bonus to damage. If they have some kind of natural weapon, you're not dealing damage, so we're kind of gonna ignore that. This is just a trip, but you're rolling handle animal, which is 90%.
Excellent. So
You know,
just-
I've rolled over 90 twice tonight.
Yeah, we're going to just ignore that in the canon of this.
That's 31. That does that thing.
Hell yes.
You absolutely trip this last guard, and they just kind of fall ass over tea kettle.
Whoop.
which
Whomp.
which also gets the dog away from the sad dog, which should make them feel better.
It does make them feel a little better.
I'm loving this. I am. This is the only thing I want to do. This, I've been sufficiently paid for this mission because I am
So
petting a dog.
So your whole
I'm
so
very
your whole
happy.
shit right now is just calming this dog.
I am trying to get this dog
Okay.
to a place where I can either incite a lot of grieving or just to calm him down so I can send him someplace else without him being too upset
Okay.
about leaving his master, that
Yeah.
kind of situation.
Okay. So that happens, and I think that's the round. You've effectively neutralized all of these guards.
Excellent.
So that's that done. What's happening with Talia is she is just fucking escalating.
I just gotta get the dad in on
She's
it.
had a couple more drinks from the tray that she stole before it got thrown on the guards, and she's out of like the. So the performers doing the play up on the thing are professionals, and they're still doing it, but they do keep looking over at this thing. Like, should we stop?
No, no, you yes,
Keep doing what you're doing.
Good. You're
We
very
aren't
good.
quite to that point yet.
The show must go on. It's very fine. Don't worry about it.
So,
Pat.
that's what's happening on my side. Y'all's go. What's the next thing?
All right, I need to find another genderless insult bot post. I suppose I could just click on it, on the one I already had.
Bad Road has after action report. Folks, I know we not only didn't get the necklace, but all wound up chained to hospital beds. But I did get to pet a dog, so I'm going to call this operation a success.
That's how it is. That's how it be. Listen, this is the only thing I want to do today.
Sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes you just want to pet a dog, I'm told.
All right, so I continue. And when you called her a scrape gronk, I thought that was just far.
Great. Anyway.
So you're going to... nah, it's fine. You did get a 38, and that's gonna do it.
All right.
Like, the dad finally stands up, and it's like, God damn it!
That was a good read.
I've decided I'm doing the Vince voice. I'm not going to have you disparage your mother's name here in the middle of her goddamn funeral. What? You've always been a horrible daughter, but he says with the flourish because he's also a horse. Which is something... But, and hey, I might have not liked her much either, but you aren't embarrassing me and this family. So they are just having a right old Donnybrook now.
All right, and that gives me the cue to get into position for the pickpocket next turn.
Yep. Orchid and Galaxy, either of you have a thing you would like to do?
Petting the dog?
Petting the dog?
I would like to roll to pet. Okay, listen.
You still need to try and get the dog out of here, right?
Yeah, I mean, do you want me to get him out, or do you want me to wait until if something goes wrong, I have the...
See about getting him out quickly and quietly.
All right, I'm rolling to move the dog.
Okay.
While also petting the dog.
So, this dog really quite does not want to move.
I figured.
Disadvantage dice time.
So, you're going to roll your thing, and it's going to determine whether or not you get there. But you're going to roll the disadvantage dice afterwards. Kinesis, right, moving the dog with your mind. That's a 24. That will move the dog.
Excellent.
I would like for you to roll me these two disadvantage dice now. You were wanting odds on these.
I am wanting to not a woo. I don't want the dog to a woo, because if the dog a woos, let's see.
Odd and
I've got
even.
bad news for you.
Oh no.
One even.
The dog it's not a full-on a woo. Like, it's not a problem. But
it's a very sad situation.
It's a very sad dog, and you are clearly like dragging it away, and it sort of doesn't want to go, and it's like whimpering, and some people are staring at you. Like, oh, why you gotta take the dog away? Why you gotta take the dog away?
It's alright. It's alright, Liebling. It's she would have wanted you to be safe and good. It's very fine. I mean, if I'm crying while I drag the dog away, I don't think it's gonna raise a lot of suspicions.
No, but you are doing it noticeably, so you're gonna throw some heat on that pool.
Yeah,
just one.
It's all right. You're going to be all right. It's going to be all right. I believe me when I say I don't want you to hurt anymore.
Stay in my arms.
No. Not that. No, I think if that song starts playing, I'm just gonna start.
The bodyguard is just kind of always playing up in here.
It's better than in the
No!
arms of.
That is exactly what I was thinking. No, please, I'm begging you. I'm physically begging you not to do this.
Orchid, you have shamed some cops into submission. Is there something you would like to do this round?
I cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Man, you
And
should
I
have made
know
a
that there's-
potion for that.
I could have actually done that. Alright, I gossip with the merchants.
Okay, sure. There are some merchants here, some very high-ranking noble merchants here, and if what you want to do is go over and like talk to them about, hey, can you get how fucked up this is? Look at all this fighting that's going on, and that dog? What's even with that?
Yeah, I say that exactly.
Okay, so roll me a dice to see how well you gossip with these merchants. You gossip very well with these merchants.
37.
Nice.
And they're like, yeah, it is pretty fucked up, isn't it? Like, we knew that the family was bad, but God, I'm just glad that the what's her name isn't here either to just like add fuel onto that fire.
It's a goddamn circus.
It really has become a goddamn circus.
Fortunately, it's a circus we're currently maintaining control of.
You are doing a remarkable job of absolutely fucking up this social event.
Yep.
Come on, love, you don't need to see this. It's fine. It's so fine.
What's happening with everyone else is no one's comfortable. No one. Talia and her dad, whose name isn't in the thing, so I'm going to call Bralia. Talia and Bralia are just screaming at each other, red-faced, like inches from each other's faces. No, the play's still going on because they're professionals.
Listen, they're professionals.
All of the rest of the nobles are kind of looking around like, we should just leave.
Bad road, I'm going to fight you.
I thought Talia's Daz was named Russ.
I am going to fight you.
I don't understand that joke.
I am coming through the internet to fight you.
What's going on with that joke?
It's Batman.
Ra's al Ghul, yeah.
Ra's al Ghul is daughter is named Talia al Ghul.
All right. So Talia and Ra's are having a screaming match.
This is the worst.
The guards have been taken care of. The dog.
Yeah, they're taken care of.
The dog is out of the way.
Time to pick a pocket.
Yeah, time to pick a pocket, I guess. I'm done all the things I'm doing.
Can I get some advantage dice for just how fucked everything is?
Yes, you can.
Alright, here we go. Let's... Oh, 2 advantage dice?
Nah, just the one.
Oh, okay.
You have a lot going for you already. You deserve an advantage dice for this technological terror you've constructed. That's a 60.
That's a 60. Alright. That's super close.
It is very close, but it's a success.
Yep, that's a big ol' success. 60 out of 65. Now let's roll the advantage die. See if I can also get some jewelry out of this.
Alright. Nah.
Nope.
But you do get the key you wanted.
Uh-huh.
You actually get her whole key ring. It would be difficult to
Yeah, pick a particular key off of it.
Yeah, but you have the key you want.
Mm-hmm.
So now we just need to extricate ourselves from this horrible, horrible situation.
And then we need to use my forged documents to replace the guards on the boat.
So, yeah. I'm going to say that it's easy for you all to extricate yourself from this situation.
Yeah, it would be.
Some more guards are filtering in, but they're not particularly, they're not, trying to bind Talia and Ra's or anything, because they're very, very rich, and you don't touch people who are very rich. If
They're
they
trying to
don't wanna be
herd other
touched.
people away from them.
Yeah, it's like, okay, everybody move along. There's nothing to see here. One of them goes up to the player, to the mummers, and goes, maybe no, you don't have to. But they keep going because they're professionals. uh, so you congratulations have done everything you wanted to do in the wake.
Hell yeah.
We're on the last segment, y'all. It's the funeral.
Oh, it's funeral time.
Yeah,
Aren't
When
you
the funeral
excited?
happens.
it's a party.
Are
Am
we
I
up for
excited
doing
for the
this in the
funeral?
next? Are we up for doing this in the next half hour or so?
It won't take very long, I don't think.
Okay. I mean that segment took over an hour or so.
This'll be less because there's less moving pieces.
Okay.
Because you've taken care of a lot of the obstacles that would be in your way.
Mm-hmm.
So in between day and night, you all change into the guarding uniforms that you're going to be in.
Yeah. And
you move up to the barge. The body hasn't been moved yet. That's still happening because everything's gotten to be a clusterfuck over there at the wake.
Crime and Punishment are also wearing guard uniforms.
Crime and Punishment are also wearing guard uniforms, and that's fine.
Crime uniforms.
as are the usual suspects, which I just love saying.
Mm-hmm. So, you're going to present your papers now.
Yeah, which state that the guards on the boat are to be replaced by our squad and are officially signed, of course.
Okay. So show me how that happens. You go up to the barge, and what are you doing?
I ask for the captain of the force,
Okay.
the force captain.
So this is a person that that Galaxy found out about while they were tailing Talia. This is Captain Jane Gorgov.
Okay.
I wish to,
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure the name is not Captain Force?
Captain Force?
Yeah.
Captain Force, the force captain.
You know, the Force Captain.
Sure, they're Captain Force, the Force Captain.
It's a nickname.
So, this is the deceased's eldest daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's the force captain.
and she's
Shit.
the Force Captain. And you just hand her the writ.
Yep. And do that old Gorgov salute
That everyone knows. How
that
does
everyone knows. We've
That
all
one.
seen it on TV.
Tell me how that goes.
All right, this would be easier if you could see me, see what
Okay.
I'm doing, which I suppose you can.
Yeah.
All right, I walk up to her stiffly,
Mm-hmm.
hold up the paper in front of her for her to take.
Okay.
As soon as she takes it, salute,
Okay.
and orders from I forget who signed the thing or who we claim signed the thing.
Ron Golem? Why was Ron Golem signing the
No,
thing?
Ron
Or did
wasn't,
he just have...
Ron wasn't signing it. There's a different name on it. Which
Ah,
is
okay.
I'm going to say is, Martin Murphy.
No orders from Captain. No, not what's higher than Captain? General?
It wouldn't be General.
Colonel.
Colonel Murphy.
Colonel Murphy.
Sure.
We're to take control of the security on the ship.
She looks over the thing, and have you pushed your luck at all?
I have not.
Okay. Colonel.
Colonel.
Oh right, I meant to make someone a snake and then do the snake voice. Fuck. It's too late for that now.
It's fine. I'm a bird. That's basically a snake.
She looks over the thing. She looks up at you. She looks back down at the thing. She kind of stares out into the middle distance for a second, just goes, fuck. Fine. 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 It's fine. Here's another thing that no one fucking told me about. I thought maybe I'd be in the goddamn loop now that the bitch is dead, but fuck. Fine. Here. Go. Go on the thing.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Well,
It's a bad place.
that went well
Yes.
for a given value.
So, you have 7 people as well as a cat and a dog
Uh-huh.
on this ship.
Uh-huh. Did we end up replacing the people on the inner part of the ship too, or?
So there's actually a lot more people than there's not a lot more people than just the guards.
Okay.
So because you can just kind of go about the ship while you're waiting for it to be loaded with a corpse. Here's how this goes. There's private security guards. They're gone.
Mm-hmm.
You've effectively replaced the entire security force. Wonderful job you've done.
Booyah.
There are 6 sailors
Mm-hmm.
who are tending to the rigging and shit, or presumably will once the thing gets underway.
Mm-hmm.
There's Jane, who you've just met. She's a lovely girl. And there are 4 rowers who are going to be rowing just to make sure that you don't hit anything on some of the narrower parts of the canal.
Okay.
But you're inside. There's no real security. The sailors look pretty tough, but they have no reason to suspect that you are having a problem
Okay.
because you're in the right uniforms and the captain said it was okay. So
Mm-hmm.
the time passes. It's a little longer than you thought it was going to take, presumably because of all of the clusterfuckery that happened at the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the boat gets loaded. There's a very solemn procession that drags but the
Drags. No,
no,
that's
drags
they
the
drag.
body. Yeah,
no,
they drag
okay,
it.
they drag the litter carrying the body through the street. While some bells toll. It's all very, very
Wait, for whom?
it's very well, I don't know why you ask these things.
I
So, and the body is very slowly and reverently taken to an inner chamber. It's just basically laid out. It's not in a casket. It's just on a bed
Okay.
on the inner, in the kind of cabin area where the cabins would be normally. And the boat sets off.
All right. What's it look like
So-
around the body? Who all's there? Is that our job to be around the corpse?
It is your job to be around the corpse. The people who were supposed to be here were basically just an honor guard. They didn't.
Okay.
This is a big thing, a big public thing. They didn't expect people to deal with this. The rowers and the sailors are all the captain's people, so they're trustworthy. You're pretty much left alone, and as you slowly go down the canal system of the city.
okay, so I guess we just during one of the rotations just switch the necklace out and.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Cool. I want to talk for a second about what's on my side of the table. So, mostly what I have in my judge's handbook is information, right? Because you all are going to be coming up with a plan on your own, and we collaboratively decide what the legwork scenes look like.
Mm-hmm.
So most of it's just here's what the wake's like, and various points of entry that you could learn about. Here's what Captain Jane's about, and what Talia's about, and here's what the dog is. And then there's also a section that says for the judge that says stuff like if the crew's plan is to steal the necklace from the barge, there's these kind of people on the ship. There's also a thing that says exceptional ways to spend heat.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Was waiting for this.
Yep.
So I have sort of generic ways I could spend heat. or the individual stories like have their own ways to spend heat, like little cute little ideas. And I wasn't going to do that. But then in the first scene, when you were talking with your broker, Astaroth asked if taking the necklace off of Mariana would cause her to turn into a zombie.
Is that what's happening?
Well, what's happening is I'm spending 20 heat.
Mm-hmm.
And as you try to you take the necklace off, and as you try and replace it with the other necklace and are fiddling with the clasp in the back, Mariana sits bolt upright in her bed with this noise like she's just had the wind knocked out of her, just
Like in iZombie.
like in iZombie. Sure, I've not seen the show.
When someone revives as a zombie, they always take a huge breath and sit bolt upright. So you basically just described those scenes.
Oh, fun. That's what's happening here. What do you plan on doing about this?
Well,
Okay, so this is what we gotta do here. So
I have a skill called Brawl with someone. I'm gonna punch her in the face.
Okay.
This is entirely what I picture Astaroth doing in this situation. I don't even think it's up to me at this point.
So
I can't function on logic when I'm staying in character.
okay. So you roll the die. No, that's an 18. Yes, you were looking at them backwards. So that's...
she punches the woman in the face.
An 18 isn't a strong punch. Yeah, you're not coming through.
Yeah, I was trying to use both hands to demonstrate.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's just like a whoop, and then I punched my hand.
Yeah. You basically just kind of slap her. Her response to which is, "What the fuck?"
Okay, so
Orchid, I think now is the time for the sleepy time darts.
yes, I use the sleepy time dart and say it's sleepy times.
It's sleepy time.
That's a good one-liner.
Okay, this is the sleepy time amnesia dart.
I think so. I think.
Yeah, so that's used.
I think we need this body to be not alive.
That we have to kill the dead body.
No, we've been misled, and so has everyone else.
Oh, what are you on about again?
How are you alive?
How are you punching me? What the fuck?
You were a corpse 10 seconds ago. That's why I'm punching you.
What? No. What? No.
This is your funeral.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, I need to roll to convince her that this is her funeral.
We're making it your funeral, and then I stab her.
Oh, stop it!
Dear Lord, what's going? I don't know how to do.
No, this makes sense. You need a corpse for this plan to work. Wonderful.
No.
So you're rolling to convince her that this is her funeral?
Yes, that she was dead just moments ago. This probably involves disadvantage dice.
You gotta roll to convince her she's dead.
That makes sense. Yes, that it would involve disadvantage dice.
Can I roll to attach the clasp on the back of her neck with the fake? Oh no, what's gone wrong?
97.
Oh my god.
Oh, let's hope I don't get the disadvantage. Or she's just gonna turn into a vampire and eat me. Alright, I need to roll odds, right?
Yeah, you could... I'm not telling you what to do, but you could push your luck.
Well...
Oh yeah, I could push my luck. Never mind, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, I still rolled bad on the disadvantage die, though.
Okay.
And then I get another disadvantage die that I have to roll too, because I pushed my luck.
Yes, that's correct.
And I also fail at that one.
Okay.
Well...
Did technically succeed.
You did succeed, so she believes you that this is her funeral. She kind of takes a look around, notes that she's like, because, you know, it's a boat. You kind of rock in a boat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this clearly is her bedroom. And she kind of puts some stuff you can see her putting some stuff together behind her eyes. And she just narrows them at you and reaches tries to reach down around
It's
you
a gun.
Goes, "You're with Raz, aren't you?"
Amnesia darts!
Yes, those are very used now.
Like, you don't even, just like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this.
That is a 72 for use an alchemical object.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a success.
A good success, too.
You've hit her with amnesia darts.
That knock her
A
out.
couple of
I
them.
will remind. Just after the first one hits, you just kind of keep going because she didn't keel over the first time. She's not dead enough yet. You kind of have to keep going.
She kind of, yeah, she's not out yet, and she's trying to scream for the guards.
We are the guards.
Roll to choke. Roll to stab.
It's not going very far because she's like starting to get put under.
She doesn't have a lot of organs to do her screaming with. I don't remember if you need organs to scream. It's fine.
You need some of your organs to do a good scream, yes.
At least a couple. I mean, you need like a throat and a vocal box and some lungs.
If you want to like do a stab on top of the darts that are going to put her to sleep and make her not remember where she is.
No, this is perfect.
I would like to stuff her mouth with an unadorned hot dog.
Yes.
So
it's so dry she'll never swallow it down.
You don't have a choke someone with a hot dog skill, unfortunately.
Wait, so that's not on the, that's not on the skill sheet. We have to double check.
That's not on this skill sheet. It's not on the trainer skill sheet. It might be on a different one. I don't know all of them just off the top of my head. So you're going to have to use anything else.
That's 50%.
That's a 50% chance.
And I'm going to say that you have an advantage die because you are trying to... Because she's, like, starting to pass out from the amnesia dart. That's an 8.
That is an 8, so... It happens?
It does happen.
She takes a mouthful of hot... I'm not finishing that sentence. Let's see. And that's an even. That's a success. So
I'm going to say that you, like, successfully, gag her with a girthy sausage.
I was trying to.
And she like fights against you for a second, and then the amnesia dart starts taking over, and she just kind of flops back down.
All right, everyone, this is perfect. Now we can inform people once we land that she's actually alive after all, and it gives us even better cover to escape.
Sure. That's how this is going to go. This is...
Also, put the fake necklace back on her.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Let's do that.
You do that.
So it is worth noting. She looked fucking dead when you saw her.
Uh-huh.
And she was down for a very long time. She now looks like she's sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Like her chest is rising and falling, and it's clear that this is asleep. It's not.
Where did she get all those organs? I have a problem. Where did she get the organs from?
Hey, friends, if you're like me, you wake up in the middle of the night screaming, "Where are all of those corpses?"
Oh, no.
So, since we have time between now and when the boat lands...
Yes.
Someone lied to us about this necklace. This put her in some kind of stasis.
Well, no. She would have been down before then. I'm clarifying for you things that would be clear to you.
Mm-hmm.
So she she had been dead, presumed dead, for a few days before they, like, dragged this thing out of whatever fucking vault it's hiding in.
Then what? Then why did removing the necklace seem to trigger her coming back to life?
Is there a skill that you have that you think you can roll to...
Let me
Detect
see.
Arcane.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
No,
well.
that's a reference.
Oh.
Yeah.
Darn. Size someone up, forge a document. I don't. Does anyone else?
Unless cracking a whip helps somehow. I don't think so.
You might wake her up.
Locate someone?
Appraise an object.
I would like to locate
appraise
this
an
women's
object.
object.
Appraising
No, but
Yes, I would
appraise an object.
yes.
We're gonna see how much that necklace is worth.
Appraise an object would be very good.
That is 54.
Yeah, that's way under. So
Excellent.
this is very clearly just a necklace.
So it had nothing to do with the necklace itself, then.
How much is it worth though?
It's worth a lot of fucking money. Like,
It is.
It's like 20 emeralds.
So how much more is that than what we're getting paid?
Not a considerable amount.
It's fine.
Like,
but that's fine.
Okay, so first of all, you're being paid a pretty good amount. Not as much as this is worth, but a pretty good amount. The second part is that the whole reason you're doing this is something I maybe could have made clearer. So the whole reason that you people are doing jobs in the first place is because there is something called the Black Council that keeps balance between all of the various gangs.
Okay.
And you are doing a score that this is going to be sold off or traded or whatever, used as a bargaining chip in a way that will benefit all of the gangs. This is community work you're doing.
Okay.
This is communistic crime.
Communist
excellent.
crime.
Communist crime.
Yeah.
Furry communist crime. That's great. This is excellent.
It's very
Perfect.
on brand. Yeah.
Okay.
So, unless you have something else you would like to do, you're just waiting until the barge bumps up against the thing?
Yeah.
Outdrink the
Does
corpse.
anyone have any skills that could try and figure out, like, why she came back to life, though?
I can use an alchemical object, which is not very helpful in this situation.
I mean, unless you want to like take
Stuff
heat
a
off
smoke
us by
bomb.
like you can stuff
Alright,
the darkness in her, and then I guess when she if we're not around the body when it happens, and she just kind of exudes darkness. I don't know if that would be she's alive and then darkness is coming out of her. I don't know if the suspicion would be on us at all anymore. She's just possessed at that point.
That would be one way to up the ante on the distraction.
So if you really want to know this thing, I'm gonna let Astaroth and Orchid roll me a die roll. This is just going to be against your...
Anything else?
No, it's going to be against your luck.
Oh, okay. Well, I have 90.
Yeah, I think you've both pushed it once. So...
All right, I got 66.
Okay.
Nice.
So...
And she got 29.
Yeah. So...
Nice.
What you can put together from this is that if she was in that deep a sleep for that long, that's probably a fucked up poisoning attempt. That didn't quite go the way that it meant to go. You are not coming through.
Very Romeo and Juliet.
And what you will know from your knowledge roll for the nobles is that literally this entire fucking family hates each other.
Uh-huh.
It could have been any of them. It's most likely her husband.
Uh-huh. Well then, doesn't this work out so very well with what we already had planned for pinning the blame on him?
So
we don't really need to do anything here then.
No, you don't have to.
I mean, yeah, she's yeah.
She's going
Unless
back to a house where someone tried to poison her and probably will try to do something like that again.
Yeah, but it's also possible that there will be an investigation line launched into her husband.
That's true.
So are we putting the poison in her, or?
I mean, you've already put her to sleep.
She's got amnesia poison already, and it's possible it will be permanent.
So that's you bump up against the shores of the Isle of Bones. And what happens next? You go out and
It's a miracle! She's alive!
Well, that's one way we can do that situation.
that's super fucked up to say, says Captain Gorgov.
I'm serious! Look!
They go
And
down.
she's like still asleep.
They go down. Well, she's asleep though. She doesn't look dead. Yeah.
She's not dead. Is the problem?
They're like, what the fuck?
And we should be hightailing it towards our claw dolphin friend.
Yeah.
we
so
are meeting at the Claw Dolphin.
everybody goes and she's clearly asleep and they're trying to shake him up. You all find your claw dolphin charge.
Mm-hmm.
You hop on the back and you just float away
Float into the
Hell
sunset.
in the middle of the confusion into the sunset.
Just riding on the back of a dolphin.
Just
Just jumping in the waves. Just frolicking.
it's so beautiful.
Surfing on dolphins, doing flips and shit.
You were on a boat, motherfucker, with a zombie. Don't you ever forget.
We solved that quicker than I expected. We just kind of just went, you know what? No.
You did a very. I honestly expected I expected you to have more compunction about I expected you to want to deal with the person who suddenly wasn't dead.
Honestly, she sounds like a real piece of shit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Family, the whole family's a real piece of shit. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, congratulations, you have solved my funeral puzzle.
Yes.
Hooray!
Yay! We did it.
Na 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 na. Yeah, you hand the score back to Abernathy, who's
With a flourish.
with a
Okay.
flourish.
With a flourish.
who's
Can I try
very-
something?
Yeah, sure.
Holy shit.
Cool.
It shuffles the card.
Cool.
Fun.
Oh, and the reason I can't see y'all's skills is because the cards are in your hand and so they're hidden from me.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh.
You're seeing the
Right.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
That
no, I
makes
can see your
sense.
cards.
It's because I just took them out of my hand.
No, I mean I can also see Xenon's cards.
Can you see both sides of them? If you flip one over, does it look the same?
Oh heck. Okay,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the thing.
Okay.
So
So-
now we know what the hands are for.
Yeah.
It only took us 2 sessions. We got there.
So there's that. Oh, that's probably why the day night looked weird to you too, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure.
That was great.
We solved that way more efficiently than I was expecting it to.
You had a really rough time at the wake, which is kind of what I expected. But
Uh-huh.
you took care of a lot of problems all at once, and you just sailed. No problem, Bad Road. This has been a lot of fun, and I hope we get to do it again. I'm going to be very happy to get back to Tail because there's a lot of interesting stuff that's going to go on. If Katie's cackling from the other side of the room occasionally is any indicator.
Yeah, I've got the basis for the next 2 story arcs planned out, so things should be fairly not concise, but there's a bit more plan to how it's gonna go.
And that's gonna do it. Thanks, y'all.
Well, thank you for running it.
It was very fun.
Thank you.
Cool.
I got to pet a dog and choke someone with a hot dog. It was just it's the best of both worlds, really.
It's a
I
whole
got to
thing.
slap a noble woman.
We did it. We slapped that whole mountain.
Oh boy! All right.
Right. So I'm gonna thank you Xenon, thank you Mox, thank you Katie. I'm going to deafen myself in Mumble real quick so I can do the outro. So there's that. And I'm gonna. Oh no, oh no, it got flipped. Quick. No, I'm not gonna rewind. Fuck it. I'm gonna hit this button that goes to the outro. Hey everyone, welcome to the outro. I've been Christy, joined by Mox and Xenon and Katie. This has been fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. We stream every single day on this channel. I do, and Katie does, and so do her sisters Annie and Alice and Sue. And if you wanted to follow us, that's something you could do. It would let you know when we go live every day. Let me run down our schedule for you so you know what you're getting into. Tomorrow is Tuesday. No, it's not. God damn me. Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday, and I don't know what Alice is going to do still. She was building a giant Lego thing, but that's done now, so I presume she'll inform us when and where we can, get a hold of it. Stick around for whatever that's going to be. After that is Friday, which is Katie with her monthly dive into independent games. Press any key. The thing this month, the theme this month is Party Like It's 2004. It's going to be a lot of fun. I really need to not look at that. That's actually making me feel very uncomfortable. On Saturday morning, I'm going to be doing something. I might be doing art. Or I might be playing Apex or Magic the Gathering. It depends. We'll figure it out. Sunday night, Sue will be playing a game. It might be more Ghost of the Tale, or it might not be that. I don't know that either. Do you? No idea. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll have that information up sooner rather than later. Please stop in. Whatever it is going to be great, because Sue's a great streamer. Monday is going to be me at my usual time, where I will be starting Clock, a game for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I can't wait. That's one of my favorite games of all time. It's very good. And then Tuesday will be Andrea finishing Iconoclast, God willing. And after that will come Wednesday, where we will, again, up fingers all the way crossed, do some goddamn Starbound. You can support us by throwing money at us here on Twitch via bits or subscribing to us. It's not necessary, but we appreciate it. It does help us make the stream better. If you don't feel like doing that, that's completely fine. We love people who just come in and chat. We love people who come in and learn. We love people who watch us on YouTube at youtube.truck.community. And as long as you keep doing that, you are a great person. You might be a great person otherwise. You don't have to like us to be great people. It helps. You get into better health. Stop. Please stop. It's really actually hard for me to look at. You should also follow our stream friends. Follow Xenon at XenonFiber. You can follow B at In the Land of the Rising Sun. Andy at Andemonium. And Riz at Riz Plays Games. And I think that's everything. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.